That's part of my frontal lobe.
Just for morons. From Frigamo Industries. Ask for it by name.
What the hell?
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with
I
him.
couldn't keep up with him.
Hey, look at that. 645 on the old nose at Q95. And every time I say the old nose, I boop Tom's nose. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Speaking of noses, Christy has one, and it's very nice, Christy.
Hi, thanks.
Can we have the 10-second forecast?
Yeah, cloudy early, partly cloudy later. Look for a high of 64. Rainy weekend. Right now, 55 degrees.
That's not acceptable.
Sorry.
We don't want the rain this weekend. Come on.
Come here.
That's why I got my Christmas lights up. You're welcome. Speaking of Christmas lights, the kids checked out the Christmas Nights of Lights last night.
Oh, they did?
That's right. Yes.
You go through, pay once, go through once.
Oh, God. It's at the State Fairgrounds, and it's super cool. And why do I even bother talking to him? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. Let's review. There's Ace. Willie G is back. I'm Tom. And then the Chick McGee
Are you mocking?
The Chick McGee talking machine, and press the button, and God knows what'll happen. And let's see. Oh, there's Josh right there at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Christy Lee is back. She's in the new Florida room.
Hi, everybody.
It's actually called the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Pat Godwin, let's get a song out of you.
Okay.
Squeeze his head.
Well, we were in the middle of a sportscast, but I think...
He can't find his phone, so we're in panic mode. I was calling him during the break.
I think it's in the coffee room.
You do?
I've looked everywhere else.
Pat Godwin, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many times a day do you lose your phone?
3 to 4.
You know,
Have you had it here this morning?
he is more scatterbrained than you are, Tom, if that's possible.
Wow.
Somebody brought this up to my attention the other day because I said, you know, you always do this for your phone, like put your finger, you know, you're holding a phone receiver. And my youngest goes, Mom, we don't know what you're talking about when you do that because we've never held a phone like that. It's just like this. It's
such a good point.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yes, no, it is.
Yes,
The other day...
She said, we don't know what you're talking about because we've never held a phone like that. Clearly explaining that they know what you're talking about.
No, because I had to I
being
explained
smart
it to
asses.
her.
You need to smack your kids around a little bit.
Get him.
I got a bigger question. You said howled a phone. Where the hell are you from? Are you
Hold the phone?
Could we get back to her point, which is an excellent one?
Thank you, Tom.
Someone came up to me, and I had in the Raycons. That's right, and I was on the phone, and I'm walking in a mall with a face mask on, but clearly speaking to someone. And this person comes up and there's a hi, blah, blah, and I'm going. And then I do the phone thing with your fingers.
Well, you do it wrong.
What are you supposed to do?
The thumb.
Yeah,
and
you're
then the
supposed to
pinky
do this.
down.
You do like
You did like
weird-
surfs up.
That was the problem.
Now you're AC/DC.
You're doing rock and roll.
I've been doing it wrong?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder she wouldn't shut up.
You want to rock.
Judas Priest.
Then I had to pull my face mask down and go, I'm on the phone.
I will say you are impossible. I have had full, deep, meaningful conversations with you while you're on the phone with somebody else.
And you didn't know it.
You go, hey, how's it going? And I go, you know, it's good. It's kind of hard sometimes, but I feel like I'm growing and learning. And you just go, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that she did that. And I go, what?
Oh, man.
Have you ever done that and think somebody's talking to you and they're actually talking to the person on the phone?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, entire conversations I've done that with.
So it's not supposed to be like the devil's horns and you put
No, it's your thumb and your little finger.
I can't do that.
You can't do that.
Okay, yeah, issues. Yeah.
Bad right army, I guess.
We have a bulletin end of the sports desk.
Oh.
A gentleman by the name of Michael Stockman just sent this video in for Tom. It's a monkey walking on stilts.
Oh, my God. That's my Christmas card.
It's one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
It's terrifying.
It bit it so hard.
Oh, it's the best.
And then he falls down because he's a monkey on stilts. But yeah, he's really getting it.
I hate it.
All he needs is an overcoat and he can get into the movie.
You know how much I love stilts, and I love monkeys as long as they're not mine. Yeah, good to know. Now
He's got a bunch of bananas in the coat.
That's right.
He's not going to buy the candy from the concession. Never. It's too expensive.
1 for Tenet, please. He's going to go see Tenet.
He loves Chris Nolan.
Great taste in food. Loves him.
Now, we had some interesting stories already this morning, including the world record for the magician who did a bunch of tricks underwater.
Let's not review a story like that. Let's just...
Pat, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
The magician doing the tricks underwater.
Yeah.
What would it sound like if after he finished a trick, he said, ta-da? There you go.
All right. That was worth it.
Could you sing me just a little bit of a Christmas carol?
You sing a whole song like
as if
that?
you're underwater. Isn't that great?
Isn't that great?
Quite a talent.
That sounds more like you're in the trunk of a car. But thank you.
That's how it started out.
Now, you promised me we'd have a Harlem Globetrotters story.
Yes. The Harlem Globetrotters have added 3 more Guinness World Records to their collection during Guinness World Record Day,
Yesterday.
2020. While participating in the event, Rochelle Wham Middleton earned the title for farthest behind-the-back basketball shot, 45 feet 6 inches. Behind the back.
Man,
Impressive.
Can you
DeAndre,
imagine? How far could you throw a ball behind your back
not that far.
and then sink a basket? It's amazing.
Yeah, I said it was impressive.
Sonny Jurgensen used to throw a football behind his back like 40 yards. DeAndre Dragon Taylor set the record for highest throw and catch of a spinning basketball at 20 feet 1 inch.
Wow.
That's a finger.
Explain that again.
He's got the ball spinning on his finger,
Yeah.
heaves it up in the air, and then catches it on his finger.
Heaves it up 20 feet and 1 inch.
Wow.
Wow, look, you don't want to go to third base with that guy.
No, I think the ball went up 20 feet 1 inch. He didn't.
Fingers of steel.
It'd be like sitting in a Vitamix.
I think we should add something to the windbags. I think we should start giving them nicknames. I love good nicknames. We had Dragon Taylor, Wham Middleton, Too Tall Winston. He also plays for the Globetrotters. He broke the record for the most bounced basketball figure 8 moves in 1 minute with 62.
Yikes.
It's great. They're the best.
Who was Too Tall Jones?
Lineman for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
He went in, he boxed after his
I hear that
career.
the Washington Generals got a record yesterday also.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, their winning streak's now up to 2.
Oh,
Right.
It's actually quite controversial how many times the Washington Generals have beat the Globetrotters.
yeah.
The legend says only once, but apparently
They got mad one night, I think. Is that
they
the legend?
there may be up to 6 times that they lost. Do you know who the Washington Generals are, Willie?
Yeah, sure. They're the second best basketball team in fake basketball.
There you go.
I was so disappointed. There's a comedian friend of ours who's a great comedian who actually had an opportunity to play for the Washington Generals.
I thought he did a couple times.
And by the way, if you saw this guy, never in a million years would you go, this guy's going to be good at basketball.
He's a living example of white men can't jump. He could go anywhere and hustle guys out of money.
He's so
amazing.
good at. He played for what, a Division
and
3.
I think he played Division 1.
Can you say a name?
I don't
Tim Kavanaugh, actually. That guy can shoot.
Can you imagine?
No.
Oh, man. Draining threes.
He can shoot the rock all day long.
In any event,
There always is that little white guy who can shoot
but
threes.
if you'd had a chance to be in the Washington Generals, God.
I don't know.
I don't know that you don't get any attention. Name a guy on the Washington Generals.
Good point.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it'd be fun. What a great thing to do for a year. And I just hope the Globetrotters don't get this whole COVID thing with the confetti shortage and everything.
Wasn't there a song called Basketball Jones?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Cheech and Chong, right? Mm-hmm. And we were talking, wasn't that in the movie Being There?
I don't remember.
Where he's in the limo.
remember.
Is that what he's
I
playing?
think so, yeah.
I thought it was also in the movie Space Jam, but I couldn't.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Space Jam,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. Gosh,
This, of
Space
course,
Jam.
is the Harlem Globetrotters thing.
cat coming down? I don't know, but it sounds to me like that's just a man.
One of the great whistle songs.
You're having himself a ball.
No.
Yes, Ace.
Kevin Carr.
What is he? One of the
Washington Generals.
How do you know that?
They have a website.
Because he looked it up.
Ace, do they have nicknames like the Globetrotters
That
have
was,
nicknames?
you know what? He raised his hand. It was my fault. I said yes.
I like the new raising of hands instead of just interrupting with something from 6 days ago. I like that.
Because that's easier to ignore, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, which I didn't do. I apologize.
Right. We just glaze over it and then say, didn't see it.
As God is my witness, I thought Ace was going to go, hey, there isn't a confetti shortage. I just looked it up. It was a joke.
When you buy Ace's book, buy my new book, Benefit of the Doubt, No More.
That's right.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. If you ever get a chance to see the Harlem Globetrotters, by all means do it. It was one of my
minutes of fun.
Oh no, it's
no kidding.
So
I've seen them.
Joyful.
I've seen them live. I laughed a lot.
I think I've told you guys this. Do you remember when I was a kid, I thought they were a real basketball team until I was like 10, 11. And I was like, yeah, one of my friends' dads is like, yeah, the Pacers are great this year. Could be the best team in the NBA. And I was like, well, they're not better than the Harlem Globetrotters. And he goes, now, Willie, I don't mean to burst your bubble. Immediately I got
Don't ask that jackass about Santa Claus.
Just goes yeah, they're not a real bad. It's a fakely. And I didn't want to believe it. I was kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I went to see him when I was a little kid, and I had no idea, and I lost my mind.
They could use new refs, though, couldn't they?
Oh, they're terrible.
Never looking where
when one of the guys runs off.
How do you miss a guy
comes
having
out with a ladder?
Yeah.
Oh my God! And you're 5 years old. You're going yes.
That's one of my fondest childhood memories too. They stole the lady's purse. You
climbing up on each other. Oh my God, it's the best.
Well, you know what? As a basketball fan, I don't. A lot of double dribbling happening, and I'm not a big fan of a double dribble.
It's a little traveling, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Actually, you know something? In today's NBA, the Harlem Globetrotters, they travel less. That's a nice shot, LeBron. A nice 12 steps. Okay, now when we come back, do we have more sports? What's happening over there? Okay, we're done. Okay, that's good. We have Pat. We'll get that song out of you.
Whatever song you want, boss.
Okay, well now.
Hey, take it off here, boss.
Are you going in search of your phone right now?
I am going to do that this spring. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's where most of your lyrics are. Right?
All of my lyrics are.
We should.
That's why I pointed it out.
It's almost like if someone didn't want you to do any more songs, they'd hide your phone.
We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
No, you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch. Don't even try it. It's messy and dirty. I'm Mark Allison. It's Friday, November 20th. Hope you're having a great Friday morning. On the way, more fun and frivolity with the Bob and Tom Show. Don't forget Ace Cosby's Joke of the Day, brought to you by Omaha Steaks. And we'll also catch up with Chick McGee. Of course, a Thursday night football game last night. All the details coming up in sports. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Police in Oregon say a man crashed a Tesla while driving about 100 miles per hour, destroying the vehicle, a power pole, and starting a fire when some of the hundreds of batteries from the vehicle broke windows and landed in residences. Corvallis Police Lieutenant Ryan Eaton says Dylan Melotto was driving a 2019 Tesla S Tuesday night when he lost control, left the road, hit a power pole. Melotto suffered minor injuries and is facing multiple misdemeanor charges. A first-hand account of the first permanent European colony in New England, including the fall harvest meal that inspired our Thanksgiving tradition, has been reprinted for a wider audience as Massachusetts marks 400 years since the arrival of the Pilgrims on the Mayflower this year. The Massachusetts State Library and Plymouth Poxtock Museums are unveiling a new printed version of the historical account by Plymouth Colony by William Bradford, the Mayflower passenger and the English colony's governor. It's the first time Bradford's handwritten manuscript has been put into print since 1896. And the publishing world also has another pet project. It's a picture book this time about the Biden family dogs. The German Shepherds, Champ and Major, Dial Books for Young Readers has announced that Champ and Major First Dogs will be published January 19th, the day before Joe Biden is to be sworn in as the next president. It was written by National Book Award long list nominee Joy McCullough and illustrated by Sheba Abava Best. Books about White House animals have been a long tradition, notably then First Lady Barbara Bush's Millie's book, A Day in the Life of the Presidential Dog. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. If you thought the new federal automobile stimulus plan couldn't get any better, well, you just haven't been to Bob Bile Motors.
Hi, friends. Bob Bile here. You got to stop in today and take advantage of my for Clunkers program. What? That's right, fellas. You bring in a clunker and you get a...
Hi, guys. If you give Bob a clunker, I'll give you a...
That is the Bob Bile difference.
And hey, if you trade in on Frantic Fridays, I'll give you a... While my roommate in the... And then we both...
Cash for clunkers? Seriously. What are you, some kind of queer?
That's Bob Bile Motors.
We're open late and right on the Miracle Mile. Just look for the giant overinflated right out front, flapping in the breeze.
It's only at Bob Bile Motors.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
He'd be, meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, 702 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy early, partly cloudy later. Look for a high of 64 degrees. Cloudy with a chance for showers 50 on Saturday. Rainy Sunday, high of only 45. 55 right now.
Thank you very much. Now, a couple cool things going on. State Fairgrounds, the Christmas Nights of Lights. Very cool. Also, some great stuff at the Art Museum, now called Newfields.
I got my tickets for Monday night. So excited.
Beautiful lights there. Also, the TV show. What am I talking about? Well, it's on MyND TV 23 at 11:30 this evening and a special midnight show tomorrow. That's right. It's Bob and Tom tonight. Mm-hmm. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's start off. We had a little issue going. Mr. Godwin.
Yes.
Or should I call you Magellan? Did you find your phone?
Yeah, I found my phone. I missed one text from my son. He wants to know where the fire extinguisher is
okay.
and the sharp scissors.
Okay.
The sharp scissors.
Yeah, the sharp scissors.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can cut fire.
Here, Dad.
There we go. Oh, let's see now. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's Josh, I'm Tom. Willie G's right there. Christy Lee in the Florida room.
Hi, everybody.
Officially, excuse me, the Navy Federal Credit Union News room.
That's right.
It's great to be back. Did I mention Josh is in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair? Okay.
Hi there.
Oh, there we go. Now, we have completed our sports game.
Yes, we have.
Fascinating. We had some world
Of
records,
course,
including
yes.
the Great Harlem Globetrotter.
Stunning. Yeah.
Anything going on in the laboratory next door?
Sounds like it.
What you working on, Patty?
Lots of things.
Okay, very good, very good.
Are you ready with anything, or are you still working?
What is your problem?
What is your problem?
Somebody got to Pat.
Pat's had it.
Christy's sassy these last 2 days. I like
breakdown's
it.
complete.
She's a sweetheart.
Told you. Got a new attitude.
New Christy is the best.
I love it.
Whatever, don't care.
Fist fight Christy. That's who Christy is. She wants to fight you.
I've never fought anyone.
Yeah, physically fought anyone?
No, never.
Didn't you set someone's clothes on fire in your front yard?
No. I threw them in the front yard, but I didn't catch them on fire.
Oh, that's right, because in this county, that's illegal. You can't burn leaves either. Check local listings.
Have you ever had anything of yours thrown out in the front yard, John?
No.
No? All of your breakups have been
amicable,
friendly, and adult?
Hang on one second. I got to get my baton. Okay.
Change the subject.
Second movement.
That was fun.
The only thing I recall losing was my giant jar of change.
I was just going to say, what about the giant jar of change?
And that was before Coinstar, mind you.
Does Willie know that story?
No, and we're not
You know Willie.
I want to hear that story. I don't.
Maybe if we're telling that story, maybe my therapist should come sit in.
Yeah, maybe so.
No, that was way before you. You don't have to worry.
Could be a fun little segment. Saturdays with Sonny. Talk to my therapist as a group.
I like it.
One of the only times I hung out with you socially, we were downtown. I'm sure you don't remember this, but you looked at someone with the most disgusted look on anyone's face I'd ever seen and said, why don't you go feed the dogs? And I said, all right, that's my new formula for dealing with women. All right. Tell them how it's going to be.
I don't recall that happening. Patty G.
Yeah.
Now, you are apparently going to be going over to Josh's house for Thanksgiving.
Yes, and I'm used to a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner because when I grew up, my grandmother did it. And
well, I don't know if this will be as good, but my gosh, Mr. Governor.
And this is Josh's first time making a turkey. We're trying to get you to calm down. It's not that tough.
Calm down, Josh. Calm down.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
We learned from young Jessica the other day. I don't know if you're here for this, Willie, but Jessica's dad tried to make a turkey once, and the meat thermometer he had, for whatever reason, he had it switched so it was calibrating in Celsius. That was a disaster.
This damn turkey just will not get to temperature.
A digital thermometer or any thermometer is very important.
Oh, I'm all set, man. Got it all.
Yeah, I know what temperature it is.
There you go. That's why you've got the... Now, Chick, did you actually get the one that is Bluetooth?
Yes, I got the deluxe. Yes.
You put the thermometer in your
You put the element in whatever you're
look
cooking.
at your phone.
Yeah,
So what if you're Godwin? You put the thermometer in the turkey, and then you can't find your phone. Turns out that Jimmy's been using it as a frisbee. Everybody gets... What do you get, trichinosis or salmonella? What is
salmonella?
It?
I don't think...
I'm going for all of them this week.
Okay.
I don't think Pat's capable of using something like this. He couldn't.
You couldn't cook a turkey.
Pat, what do you like? What kind of beverage would you like? What kind of soda? What kind of tea? What do you got?
I like Irish coffee.
You can't have that.
What do I like? I like,
You can't have that.
I know.
You want a little Pellegrino?
Oh, nice. That's nice.
All right. Chilled?
Josh?
No, I like it hot.
Will you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor, Josh?
Yeah.
Can you slip a little alcohol in there?
What a Thanksgiving that'll be.
Just see what happens. You've never seen anybody faster.
Thanksgiving in jail.
What a Thanksgiving I'll have, and what a Black Friday Tom will have.
Circling around me with other friends and family, reading letters to me.
Oh, no, not again.
Right there, under R. Rehab.
All right.
Or maybe up to the D's for detox.
All right.
Okay, where
I
were
thought it was under B for bail.
I've done that before too.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
You've had to bail someone out of jail?
Oh yeah. Oh, just for Christmas. You know that story. You don't?
I do.
Yeah. I had never done that before. That was fun.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you get that money back?
No.
Oh, okay. I honestly didn't know if how that worked.
Yeah.
Did you go to like one of those places across from the jail? How does that work?
Like AAA bail.
Really?
Well, you call from inside the jail first. That's how it works.
I was not in the jail. I was the one bailing out my friend.
Chico's bail bonds.
And by the way, interestingly enough, very nice county jail facility, brilliantly placed directly across the street from the high school. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's some rock solid city planning.
How many teachers you think? All right, you don't want to study for this test? Look out the window, my friends.
Yeah.
You're going to jail, buddy.
Look at the guy. Look at the guy on the fence with his manipulating something in his pants. Okay.
Hey, girls, we're gonna have to hold cheerleader practice somewhere else.
Oh my God.
Maybe behind the school, huh?
Okay, Pat. No, you were telling me you've been working on a song that.
No. This is my grandfather's song that he used to sing at Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I thought, and hopefully I remember it. But Josh, my grandmother made the best Thanksgiving. But as she got older, it just got a little, And my grandpa would pull out this old Martin guitar, and he'd sing the song every year and tease her, And everybody would laugh. I didn't really get it at the time. Maybe you guys will enjoy it.
Oh, sweet.
This is my grandfather's song. Grandma's got a dry bird laid out on the table. I used to like to stuff it when I was up and able. Grandma's got a dry bird. It once was sweet and juicy, mine for the picking. Now it's turkey jerky, not finger licking. Grandma's got a dry bird. No one wants to taste hers. And I'm all out of drippings and can no longer baste her. Grandma's got a dry bird. Yeehaw! And everyone would laugh. The adults would laugh.
Oh, yeah.
The kids would just kind of stare.
Teasing her about her cooking, yeah.
Better cook.
Yeah. Well, and then Viagra came along, and better get the baster.
No, he found a new bird.
Oh, is there a sequel? Grandpa's got a new bird?
Yeah.
Grandpa's got a new bird.
Fresh out of the egg. 17 years ago.
18, please.
I'm not sure what or when, but she's tighter than a Cornish hen.
You know what? This has to happen.
I wish I had that.
Now Pat and I are we're writing by committee on the air.
Next hour with that song. Josh is right. It has to happen.
That's a lot funnier than what I had.
Holy heck.
Now, are you going to cook a turkey or a Cornish hen? Because you could do that.
Turkey, yeah.
You could do those.
Oh, just a turkey, huh?
Do you know what size?
Yeah, no sides.
No, do you know what size turkey you're going to cook?
I'm going to go for about a 12-pounder, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then I'm having folks over Thursday, just a couple people over Friday for leftovers.
Why don't you make a turkey and a Cornish hen? That'd be nice.
Because I'm not Henry VIII.
Why do I need so many? It's supposed to be a feast, Josh. It's supposed to be.
Oh, it's going to be a feast.
Lots of food.
Yeah, lots of food.
If there are any kids coming over, you can always do the Cornish hen and the turkey and say, well, we killed that one early. That'll scare them.
or you pull the Cornish hen out of the turkey and you go,
oh, my God, she was pregnant.
That's brutal. Oh, if I was a kid and I saw that.
Yeah, that's
you ain't forgetting that one.
All right. Now, I mentioned this on the air. If there are any great cooks out there, maybe they can help me. I was saying my Aunt Margie had the greatest turkey I've ever had, and she had the gravy was a deep, deep brown. And I've been trying to recreate that. I got one letter from a guy, Richard. He says, the giblets that you've been feeding your dogs, Tom, may have been used. Look for giblet gravy recipes. Boiling and using the liver and other organs makes the gravy darker and richer. But I can't imagine my kids eating the gravy if it tastes like liver. So anybody out there, and don't tell me to diet.
Diet?
You put dye in the gravy.
Just buy brown gravy.
Get a jar of gravy.
People tell me to diet all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's not a diet. It's a live it.
I'm bringing the rutabagas, though.
Okay.
Thank God. Hey, if you want your compound secure for the holidays.
Oh, yes.
And you want your do-it-yourself home security system we've talked about, which one do you get?
Well, now, Chick McGee, you not only do you have Simply Safe, I think they're about to give you a YouTube channel. You got the 7 camera Simply Safe thing going.
And
I've only got 4.
One more camera on the way. I'll have 8 here soon, and that's Simply Safe. Recently, U.S. News and World Report called it the best home security of 2020. This is the do-it-yourself system we've talked about. Wireless magnetic technology with double-stick tape. You set it up. You set your code. No salesman calls. It arrives to your house in a box. You unpack it, put out the keypad, and 20 minutes later, I say, maybe 30, but you're up and running and your home is secure. You set it up yourself. Simply Safe security specialists then take over, monitoring your home around the clock and ready to send emergency help the moment there's an alarm. And now, of course, we have a deal for you. Get 35% off Simply Safe plus a free security camera. Holy cats, 35% off plus a free security camera today just by visiting simplysafetom.com. And this deal expires. Today's the last deal for it, Tom. Today's the last day.
Get it done then.
You can't put a price on feeling safe.
Peace of mind.
Yes, peace of mind. But if you're going to put a price on it, put that 35% off price.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to put a price on
At
it.
simplysafetom.com. I haven't heard someone say holy cats since my mom.
Simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com.
Holy cats.
Tom.
Oh,
what a
that is
great
so
deal.
Nice. Thank you. When we come back, we have Thanksgiving news. We have a great story about a United States Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. A guy, 81, using his Marine skills to take care of some burglars.
Yeah, I love these stories.
Yes, sirree. It's a shame they were able to get away.
It is, yeah.
Hopefully they were seriously wounded. And we have a one-day offer from the Hefty people.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It is so weird.
Very bizarre.
Very weird. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't forget to subscribe now at no cost to the Bob and Tom Show's YouTube channel. Just go to bobandtom.tv or search YouTube for Bob and Tom TV. Subscribe now to watch. It's free, won't cost you anything. Join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who've already subscribed to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Kick back, relax, and watch Bob and Tom Tonight, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. No need to watch the news and catch up on this or that. You can follow Bob and Tom. And remember, it's 20 minutes of highlights from today's Bob and Tom Show tonight. See what the cast is wearing. See what they look like when they laugh so hard at that joke. Lots of fun. And it's right there, and it's free. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check it out.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Fashion designer Massimo Giannelli has reported to prison to begin serving his 5-month sentence for bribing his daughter's way into college. Giannelli's wife, Full House actor Lori Loughlin, is already behind bars for her role in the college admissions bribery scheme involving prominent parents and elite schools across the country. Hey, did you know Ray Charles, the Jackson 5, Bing Crosby, Helen Reddy were all guest musicians on the Carol Burnett Show? She used to have musical guests do 2 songs per show, one in a simple setting, another at the end with a big production. But when the show went into syndication, the musical numbers were cut so that they could fit into half an hour. 65 episodes have now been restored and will be seen on services like Tubi and Roku. Burnett recalls Ray Charles playing a piano player in a sketch while she played a sad drinker. She also says Charles was delighted to do it because nobody ever asked him to do anything like that. And Britain's Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip are celebrating their 73rd wedding anniversary today. For the occasion, the royal couple released a photograph of themselves opening a card from 3 of their great-grandchildren. Elizabeth was 21 when she married Royal Navy Lieutenant Philip Montauban at Westminster Abbey on November 20th, 1947. She, of course, has been queen since 1952. Happy 73rd. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
When your horse says run its very last race and there's nothing left to do, giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so up. If your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our Swale in a Pail, every kid in your group will receive a free hot fudge sundae silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Joined in the studio by comedian Darren Carter.
Man, I'm telling you, styles have changed. You know, gangster rap is popular, and say I can't even fake it. You know, how come I gonna fake like I'm in a gang? How scary would my gang be? You know, 15 redheads coming to your neighborhood. You know, out there covered in sunscreen. You know, be like wiping it on, talking about stop pushing me, Trevor. You know, damn it, it's so hot out here. You know, our little gang hand sign would be like, you know, when you hold your hand above your eyebrows, trying to make sunglasses. Yeah. Squinting our eyes. You know, we wouldn't be talking about west side, east side. We'd be like, hey, let's go inside.
Shade.
Yeah, shady. That's what we'd be on the shady side of the street. We'd only be in neighborhoods with big trees, and we'd be like, shady side, fool. You know, 15 redheads talking about shady side. We stay inside because we.
All right, 7:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There she is. It's Christy Lee, and she's got the weather.
Q95, Fox 59 weekend weather brought to you by CarX. Mostly cloudy early, then partly cloudy later, high 64. Cloudy chance for showers Saturday, 50. Cloudy and rainy on Sunday, 45. We're still at 55 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Lots of cool stuff to do. They got the lights at the museum.
Yep, Newfields.
They got the lights at the State Fair. Check them out. Get yourself in the spirit. Come on. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We have an on-demand request coming in a matter of moments.
Okay.
When I look around the room, I see Ace Cosby, our engineer, preparing the Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by our friends at Omaha Steaks. That's right. Stay home, stay safe, and stay steak. That's what I say.
Okay.
I just invented that. Stay steak.
Stay steak, my friend.
Stay steak, yeah. Stay steak, my friend.
Yeah, okay. Well, very, very good.
Sorry.
The Omaha Steaks joke of the day coming up momentarily. Is that correct?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure you're ready. There's Chick, there's Josh, there's Christy. I'm Tom. That's Willie G. We're skating at full force with Mr. Pat Godwin.
Hey.
In the next room. And we'll hear from Pat shortly. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, some call these jokes.
Hot damn.
It's the OmahaSteaks.com joke of the day starring Ace Cosby.
A dwarf psychic.
A dwarf psychic, yes.
Okay.
Escaped from the prison.
A dwarf psychic escaped from the prison.
The next day,
right.
The news headline read, small, medium, at large.
Love it. Small, medium, at large.
This holiday, stay home, stay safe, and stay steak. And send the greatest gift of all. If you're like me, you got a couple brothers, they live kind of far away. What am I sending them? Oh, yes.
Well,
boxes of steaks from OmahaSteaks.com. Type BTS in the search bar and take advantage of a very exclusive offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners.
And get one for yourself.
And don't your brothers live far away? That's sort of a choice on their part.
Oh, that's very funny.
Because of you.
The implication being, but sure, it's correct. But the point is,
where do your brothers
stay steak?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's right. Parents went, why would we do this again? Huh?
Yeah.
Because they got it right the first time.
That's right, Willie.
Did they?
Yes.
No. I'm learning new things all the time, John. So laugh it up, funny guy.
Well, speaking of families, we have this from Lisa. She's going to be looking forward to a very small family gathering.
Like many.
Yes, but she did want to hear something quite specific from the Bob and Tom program. And it's something we call the sounds of Thanksgiving.
From the people who brought you the sounds of Halloween. And the sounds of Christmas. The Bob and Tom Show proudly presents the audio collection, The Sounds of Thanksgiving.
Marvin, who changed the temperature on the oven? My yams are burning. My f***ing yams are burning.
Yes, if you can't make it home this Thanksgiving, we'll bring the holiday home to you with The Sounds of Thanksgiving.
You're overcooking the turkey, Roger.
The turkey's fine, Alice.
It's not fine, Roger. It's going to be all dry and crusty.
Alice, the only thing dry and crusty around here is in your pants.
Oh, my. The Sounds of Thanksgiving. And we didn't forget your stoner brother at the dinner table either.
Yo, dude, could you pass me more of the gravy? You guys ever try mayonnaise on Jell-O? No, Gamma. Those brownies ain't for you.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving will keep you stress-free by reminding you that you're not actually dealing with the show that is Thanksgiving with your family.
Kimberly, your cat just peed on me.
That's a pillow you're petting, Uncle Clarence. You just pissed your pants again.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't forget your drunk, socially awkward teenage nephew, Clayton.
If I get the biggest part of the wishbone, I'm going to wish that the girl next door keeps shaving with her curtains open. My mom says it's okay for me to drink bourbon. You ever look at the website Beaver Hunt? I'm thinking about becoming an astronaut. I'm not hungry. I just snorted the last of my Adderall. Hey, who's that hot MILF?
Quit staring, Clayton. She's your aunt.
Feeling empty and all alone? Get Bob and Tom's The Sounds of Thanksgiving and rest easy, knowing that it could be worse. You could actually be home.
Get off my back, Larry. It's not stripping, it's burlesque.
You and the horse you rode in on, Mother.
And if you order right now, we'll throw in for free The Sounds of Black Friday.
Stand back, please.
From Bob and Tom Audio Productions.
Oh, boy. Yeah. That's just part one of the Sounds of Thanksgiving. Thank you for the request, Lisa.
We've all been there.
We'll get to part two. Right now, we turn to the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk and newsroom with Miss Christy Lee. Christy?
Well, Zoom is suspending its 40-minute time limit on free meetings for Thanksgiving this year. Zoom said it's offering limit-free meetings Thanksgiving Day so your family gatherings don't get cut short. Normally, if Zoom allows free meetings for only up to 40 minutes, if you're familiar with the Zoom meeting concept. Well,
sorry.
I think they're here to stay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think they're not.
I think they're here to stay. I think masks are here to stay.
The Zoom meetings, it's so hard for me to focus on those. And look what happened to, what's the guy's name? Jeffrey Toobin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zoom.
Look what happened to him. He did it to himself, quite literally.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I hear he's coming out with his own lube.
What's it called?
Toobin lube?
Toobin Lubin? They call him Toobin Lubin, right, OJ?
Damn!
There we go. Thank you very much.
OJ still can't get over it, yeah.
You can't get enough of it. Yeah, but you can't, in fairness, you can't pay attention during a regular meeting.
That's correct.
Well,
so it's really hard on the. I mean, we have to do those meetings every Wednesday. I start losing my mind.
Yeah, if only we could talk to the guy who's it's up to if we had those meetings or not. Who is that? Josh,
oh, it's you, Tom.
Oh, John always does them. I try to keep canceling them.
But back to our Thanksgiving.
Can you Zoom with your family for over 40 minutes?
No, but I could see some people doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if you put the computer up at the dinner table and you're all just sitting there and
I just spilled gravy on my keyboard. God,
I fell on my keys.
I've spelled worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a semen joke, Pat.
I know what it was. No, I was talking about soda syrup. You open up those bags. Yeah,
really.
Oh, you really had to take that down Volga Road.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What's wrong with you?
Awkward to have baby gravy at the table.
A grocery chain. Let's move on.
I mean, are you going to do this, Christy? Are you going to do are you going to put Zoom thing at your table?
Thanksgiving is way up in the air for me. I don't think we're doing anything. I'm not sure.
Look, let whatever families want to do or need to do this year to feel good, go for it.
Bingo.
That's
it.
I plan on FaceTiming with some nieces and nephews, but it'll be 10 minutes.
Now, Willie, are you going to Zoom with your cousins and then suddenly look to your left, look to your right, and go, "Hey guys, meet me in the garage"?
I've been wondering who I'm going to smoke pot with before Thanksgiving, because that's the great tradition of Thanksgiving. You go, you smoke a little pot before the big meal. You come back. No one knows. Everyone knows. Hey, why does it smell like gravy and Axe body spray? No reason?
We have a skunk infestation.
Yeah, got to take care of that skunk out back. Gee, I'm gonna go check on the skunk again. I'll see you guys 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna get a water before I go.
Speaking of that, you ever gone downstairs to your basement or whatever and you smell something and you know there's something dead but you can't find it?
Yep.
I have that going on right now.
Uh-oh.
There's something dead.
You know what I did?
I have looked everywhere.
You got to wait it out, man. It'll stop smelling.
It sure will. Yeah.
It turned out to be a rabbit in my garage.
Oh, it's got to be a mouse or something.
What?
Yeah, a rabbit got in my garage and I didn't know it, and he passed away.
Yeah.
And so it started smelling. I'm like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? And then I finally moved my car that it was laying under. I hadn't moved that car in a while. And
well, that's nice.
There he was.
Well, at least you found him. I don't think I'm going to find
He's got dead rabbit car money.
He sure does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that car just sits there.
Yeah. You have more than one car?
Yes, Ace. One of these days you'll be all right. Perhaps in another line of work. I'm not sure.
Jake, that's quite the
You
magic
really should
trick.
move the car at least once a week.
Well, I try, but things, I'm a busy guy.
What?
I got crying and drinking to do there.
Okay.
Are you happy?
I am.
God,
I'm just still happy about, was it the smell of Axe and
Axe and gravy.
So you would use the Axe body spray to mask the weed?
Yes, and it never works.
Never works.
I had to use a shovel to get the carcass off the garage.
I hope mine's just a mouse.
No, Christy, you need
quite a mess.
Professional. Do you have
A
something?
professional? What are they going to do?
You could have some dead animal in your wall.
Dickie Dick and I used to do that. We'd go to people's houses and get rid of varmints.
Did you?
That's right, yeah.
Now, Christy, in my basement, which is
that wasn't
very,
going
very
anywhere,
small, several years ago, there was this sort of darkening of the wall about, 3 feet up, and I thought, oh God, it must be some kind of a leak.
Well, that's
so Mark,
possession.
my builder, came over. We talked it through, and then so they brought out the painters and they put on what's it called, Zappo? What's that stuff called?
Kills
primer, and then they repainted the whole wall.
Yeah.
Came back a year later, and there it was, kind of this bluish, grayish line across my wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that little Willie and his friends had been doing some dance party down there. And
Twerking against the wall, were you?
So, yeah, back in the day, dark denim jeans, raw denim, got popular right around the same time as a sort of dancing where you lean against the wall and the girl kind of comes to you, chick. Does that make sense?
Okay, go on.
And then you're kind of just on the wall. You're kind of just doing your thing, Arms are up in the air. You're moving a little bit.
Sure.
And basically what would happen is the dye on your jeans would end up against the wall.
Yeah.
I knew none of this, of course. I thought it was a serious matter that had to be tended to.
And just one day I'm on the phone with him. He goes, yeah, I don't know what's going on. The wall's downstairs. We have a plumbing issue or something. I had to repaint it 3 times. And it's right at the same height. I had to go down. It was like a Mr. Obvious episode. I'm so sorry to tell you this.
Did you know that if you
rubbing
go down,
my ass on the wall?
Did you know that that bulkhead up there, I had the guys come and they cut out like 4 feet of plaster looking for a leak.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yes. The joys of home ownership.
How is Mark your builder these days?
Short.
Mark came over yesterday.
He's always asking for money.
So Mark
He's
and
a little short.
Mark and I were.
Yes.
We were kind of supervising the guys putting up the Christmas lights.
Of course you were.
Oh my God!
And then
what a mess.
So you have to tape over the light sensors that turn the plugs on and off when it's dark, so that because obviously when it's light outside you can't test the lights, right? So you've got to tape over the light sensors. And so all of a sudden he calls me and goes, "Come over here." And I can't reach this one. Oh, rather sad, really. An adult man.
Do you want to talk about your new jeans? Because they might be rubbing off on the... Tom's got brand new jeans on.
Yeah. Did you get those hemmed, by the way? I know you like to hem your jeans.
As a matter of fact, I did. The point is, I got to wash them like 300 times when I.
Yeah, I was going to say they're the darkest jeans you've ever owned.
Yeah,
I
not
think.
for long.
So you say 32, 34? No. What? 33? What do you? What are you looking to?
31 3/4.
All right. What a lunatic. Don't encourage this kind of behavior. Wear 32s and live with it like the rest of us.
I have to, because I'm kind of if my perfect jean, I think, would be a 35.
Oh.
So I have to wear 36, and they're a little too long. Just a little too long.
Both are weird.
Give it time.
How so?
What does that mean?
It'll shorten up.
So he'll be a 36, 34? Is that what you're saying? Oh.
I don't know. I don't think it is what he was doing.
I think Christy got the joke right. Yeah. It'll be a 36, 34.
No. You wanted to make some kind of 48, 32 joke or something.
At least a 38.
I'm a little offended that I wear a size 40 pant right now. Getting a little sad.
So fat. I'm so fat.
That's why. And to be honest, that's why I had to get a new pair of jeans. The COVID-15, I call it.
Well, remember, I'm half fat. My bottom half is so skinny. And I got a letter here. Listen to this.
Okay.
What a sweet young man. Andrew says he too he calls it skinny fat. He says he's 6 foot and about 190 pounds.
That's not fat at all.
That isn't even close to fat. That is 50 pounds lighter than my goal weight, Andrew.
That's insane.
How adorable.
Yeah. Hey, what's his name?
Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, I got 100 pounds on you. I'm the same size. I'm skinny fat.
Well, it's time now to continue the
time for
request from Lisa C. For once again.
What's the C stand for?
The family gathering.
You loved it so much, you've asked for more. The Bob and Tom Show proudly presents The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. You'll meet your niece's new boyfriend.
So, Trent, is it? What's your plans after you finish school?
Dude, I'm just throwing myself into my music. I just bought this dope-ass van, so I plan on hitting the road with your niece and my band.
And your band's name again is?
Donkey Punch, but we may change it to Fistus Interruptus.
Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. And don't forget your drunk racist uncle.
You know, the problem nowadays is all these damn people having babies.
What are you talking about, Bill? You don't have any kids because you haven't been sober enough to get an erection since 1978.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. You'll get your elderly great aunt with the huge bosom who smothers everyone with hugs.
Come here, Travis. Give your Aunt Dorothy a hug. You've gotten so big since I last saw you.
Aunt Dorothy, I can't breathe. They're smothering me and they smell like gin.
And we didn't forget the kid who's home from college for Thanksgiving.
You know, my poli-sci professor says that Thanksgiving is actually a holiday created to push consumerism through the United States. It's basically a capitalist conspiracy. After dinner, I'm heading down to the mall to protest Black Friday. By the way, Mom, I need $500 to get another pair of Yeezys.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. You'll get your brother's precocious little 6-year-old son, Alex.
Do you like boogers?
No.
Then don't eat the stuffing.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. And we didn't forget the deep-fried turkey.
I was thinking of remodeling the garage anyway.
From Bob and Tom Audio Production.
Thank you very much. The deep fried turkey. Be careful. Once again, test it with water before you put the oil in. Just was it Archimedes? Is that what that law is? The laws.
That's him. Yeah.
Okay. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Oh, we still have a lot of Thanksgiving news to get to. We have a new beer out there again, and if you need help navigating your drug trips, I have a hotline for you.
What do you mean drug trips? Like psychedelic trips?
Yep.
Or, got it.
Oh, he thought you meant trips across the state line where it's legal.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, I'm your map to get to the dispensary.
Really thought that through.
Turn left, please.
Let's see, fireworks 10 feet away. Just walk across. Sorry. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Mark Allison with you on a Friday morning. It's November 20th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us. We couldn't do it without you. Hey, keep in mind, if you're looking for something to do and you're in the Midwest, at the Flyover in Anderson, Indiana tonight and Saturday night, it's Patty G on the road. Pat Godwin, along with Willie Griswold. Willie G. So that'll be a lot of fun tonight and Saturday night at the Flyover in Anderson, Indiana. And coming up on Wednesday, November 25th, the middle of next week, in Omaha, Nebraska, I'm talking to you at the Funny Bone. It's Donnie Baker on the road. Wednesday, November 25th. Again, the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska. Donnie Baker on the road. Live comedy. If you get a chance, get out and see him. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Russell Wilson rebounded from his worst performance of the season to throw for 2 touchdowns, and the Seattle Seahawks move back on top of the NFC West, a 28-21 win over the Arizona Cardinals in Seattle. Wilson was perfect, erasing the mistakes from the past 4 weeks. Seattle dropped 3 of their 4, including losses in the past 2 weeks to Buffalo and the Rams. For a few days, Seattle will be back on top alone until the Rams play on Monday night against Tampa Bay. NBA news, a person familiar with the situation says Boston Celtics forward Gordon Hayward has opted out of the final year of a contract that would have paid him $34.1 million, making him a free agent. The person spoke on the condition of anonymity because the decision has not been publicly announced. Hayward could still re-sign with the Celtics, either to remain in Boston or be part of a sign-and-trade deal. And in college football, Lou Holtz, legendary coach, has tested positive for the coronavirus. He's 83 and confirmed the test yesterday to Columbia television station WOLO. Holtz led Notre Dame to the 1988 national title. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Eat me! Who is this? I'm a turkey! In my heart, I'm red, white, and blue.
Great hero.
Oh, eat me!
Why would you do this?
I'm a turkey!
Yes, but...
A true American patriot through and through!
What happened? Oh, get help! He's elderly. Maybe he's got nobody.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joel Lindley is our guest. Now, do you drink at all?
I do drink.
Really? But that's got to be scary.
I went to buy beer the other day, and they sell non-alcoholic beer, right? Which is a good idea. But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? If you don't drink, fine. Have no duels, but don't do funnels. What are you going to brag to your friends the next day? Oh, dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 a.m. I was so bloated. Then I drove everyone home.
Cool. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get. And they serve non-alcoholic beer there.
You know what? Another thing I don't understand? Hooters has food to go. Who the hell's that for?
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Do you have like weird food? You're a drug addict?
Thank you, you dreamy man. 7:44 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There's still some cool stuff to do. Got some great lights out there. New Fields, formerly the Museum of Art. The State Fairgrounds. That's just a couple cool things.
And the Christmas Dolphin Show at the Indianapolis Zoo might be narrated by someone you know.
Oh, is that where they tie lights to their heads?
No,
jump
check.
Do they jump through wreaths? I love that show.
It's amazing.
Every year they do.
He can ruin anything. It's like your crazy uncle, the one that gets too drunk at Thanksgiving.
Christmas time is...
Never mind. Let's see now. Could we possibly get this? Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Do a little bit of a shuffle. Duke Tomato, thank you, Duke. I look around the room and I see Chick McGee.
Hi, buddy.
They're there at the
How
sports
about
den.
you?
How about you, indeed? Coming up, we have the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, brought to you by Napa. How many games you doing today?
1.
That's it?
That would be fine.
What did we say about you and the Shoe-In of the Week? Repeat it.
I'm not allowed to participate.
Thank you.
She knows
more about football than I ever will.
No, don't feel better because I'm not allowed to participate either.
That's all right. I don't want to
And
participate.
you also know more about football than I
Well,
do.
you sure are participating for somebody who doesn't want to participate.
You know what we should do this week?
Now easy.
This week, perhaps we
Just
should
ate
have,
itself.
instead of a grandmother, perhaps we should have you pick against Ace Cosby.
Oh.
He hates to lose.
This smells like the shrimp contest. Remember that? Remember that debacle? I don't want him anywhere near my Shoe-In of the Week. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm very chicken.
Yes, that's it.
Don't I work with you enough? Good Lord.
Where was I? Oh, that's Josh Arnold. If I don't say his name, he has to pay me $75 every break.
I need a new lawyer.
And that is that I've got a good one. He works for me. Let's see, where was I? You're at your nice seat, the IHateStevenSinger.com side gig chair. Christy is in the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Caffeine kicked in there, buddy.
You sound like an auctioneer.
Coffee's gotten really good here.
StevenSinger.com.
Just trying to squeeze it all in.
Deep breath.
Pat Godwin's right over there. I can see him through the glass.
You say that nice and slow and sexy.
Yes.
Have you guys kissed?
Yes, we're rogering each
Have you
other.
guys kissed?
Vigorously.
Yeah.
Tom and Pat kissed, Josh. What do you think of that?
You guys have kissed once on the mouth?
That's nice.
Was it like a summer camp thing? Like you guys kiss, the two girls kiss?
Everybody does funny things at camp.
Everyone.
I have no idea what that's about.
That's why we never went to camp.
There's Willie G right there.
I never went to camp.
Christy, what's going on over there?
No. What's the biggest dare that you went ahead and did, Tom? Somebody dared you to do something.
What, like kiss a boy on the mouth?
Wait a minute. I'll ask Josh because he'll be honest. Can you think of anything?
I know what it is.
Willie and I have a very similar, we talked about this one day. We have a very similar experience where I was at a party in college.
Yeah. Party in college.
And these two girls were, we talked them into making out, but they said, we'll make out if you and your buddy kiss on the mouth. And so wasn't a second of hesitation. He and I just kissed really quickly. It wasn't open mouth or anything like that. We just pecked each other on the mouth.
Did you get head over the YMCA, did you?
We kissed
oh, my God.
We just kissed on the lips, and then these girls made out for minutes, and it was the greatest trade I've ever been a part of.
I have almost the exact same story, and when you're in the moment, oh my gosh, I felt like Jordan Belfort negotiating a deal.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
Now, Tom and I have the same gene that it doesn't do anything for two girls to kiss if we see that. It really doesn't.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
This was pretty hot. Maybe because it was right in our face. And then we ended up going, we went into the same room and we paired off.
And I don't really think about a three-way.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys
You
are
and
in
the guy in the
room?
What was the criteria for the...
Are you and the guy and the two girls went?
How did you judge?
Jason,
Who got...
he was my best friend, Jason. He was on the bed with the girl, and then I was on the floor with the other girl.
Nice.
Now, was that...
What's that called?
Was that a physics issue?
Yes, the bed was so light, and Josh was so big.
Yeah, of course. There was, and less spring noise
Be
when
honest.
I'm on the ground.
Be honest. There's nothing in the world worse than being overweight. With you.
I just...
Be honest.
I promise I won't say it again. I got to watch my own ass right now.
You're fine.
Yeah, chunkles.
Well,
you're fine. Boy,
I guess to answer the question, dare.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Bob dared me to hire you.
That was good.
Turned out good, though.
That's real funny.
No, in real life, it was to go down one of those water slides. I think it was called Das Dukas. Someone can help me here.
Is this like Schlitterbahn or something?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Beg your pardon?
It is. It's like jump. It's straight down.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm really terrified of heights.
Is it the one where your trunks end up in your mouth, basically?
Yes.
How about you, Chick? Dare?
No, but do you remember you and Bob came back to my desk like the first, I know it was the first week I was on with you guys. And I had done something wrong on the air, or I forget what it was. But you're both, and it had these cubicles, so they're both standing on the other side of the cubicle, looking over it at me.
Yeah.
And they go, "Hey, that what you said there was wrong. You need to say it like this." And Bob walks away, and Tom stands there, and he goes, "Hey, look, during the news, it's probably best if Bob and I are the only ones talking." And then he does the classic disconnect. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. It took you a while to get the gist.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I think.
Maybe you're right. You're right.
I think perhaps you weighed in on something.
I can't think of being dared. I was never, oh no, don't dare me. I have to do it. I was never.
We weren't like that either, but I grew up with three brothers, so we were always going, hey, try this. And it wasn't,
That's why
we still do it.
The movie The Christmas Story, or A Christmas Story, rather, I watch it every Christmas, and it's just so right. Everything, you can just see the kids doing that, and the tongue
Double
thing.
dog dare you.
Oh, God, that's so funny. And I especially love the scene where he drops the bolts when they're changing the tire.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yes.
He didn't say fudge, did he?
Yeah, he didn't say fudge. Okay, now, Christy Lee, once again at the news desk. What have you got over there?
We continue with our Thanksgiving hunk. A grocery chain has apologized for releasing an issue that promoted a so-called super spread for Thanksgiving. In the December issue of its in-house promotional magazine called Savory, Giant Foods took out a full-page ad that shows a table full of appetizers with the text that reads, "Hosting, ? Plan a super spread." The ad's wording is similar, of course, to the phrase super spreader event.
In their defense.
Well, it's been used to describe
problem with that.
gatherings, where coronavirus outbreaks happen. Giant issued an apology for the ad, saying, while in hindsight, the choice of words was a poor one, Giant had no intentions of insensitivity.
I just saw Josh's new copy of Gallery D Cup issue, and it said super spread right there. On the
And boy, is it.
Nobody complained of that, did they?
I don't know. That just seems a little bit ridiculous.
Super spread.
They didn't know at the time, did they? Was that a thing? It was probably printed months ago.
Even if they did, if even they were playing off of it, they were trying. Come on, we got to do something. Laugh a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of those people that died probably weren't good people.
That's true. No one's saying that.
God.
That's right.
We're not talking about them, are we?
Yeah, no, a lot of bad people in the world.
That is the most insensitive thing you've ever said.
No, it is.
Now, Bob, and I'm going to have to come talk to you over your keyboard.
Anybody who thinks I was being serious, windbag us. Sorry, Mark.
Okay,
It's probably best if everybody else talks during news but you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of news, Willie and I were talking during the break. Did you see the story about the Vatican and the Instagram account, Tom?
Yeah.
I saw a clip of. Is this where?
Okay, so the Pope apparently liked a picture on Instagram of this Brazilian model.
I assumed that was fake.
Well, the Vatican's looking into it because, of course, the Pope's account doesn't follow anyone, but it's run by a bunch of employees at the Vatican, and it looked like he liked this photograph.
The Pope is on Instagram?
Yes.
Well, Jesus had a lot of followers.
Yes. He has 7.4 million followers on Instagram.
They call him. He's just waiting there in the weeds.
But the Vatican's not laughing. They're demanding some answers. But Willie has a little...
So, yeah, this is a model. Her name's Natalia Garibodo at Natagata on Instagram. And I went to grade school with her when I lived in Miami when I was a kid.
Yep.
Whoa. And the pic where it's, Garibodo and Griswold. So we're just right next to each other there in the yearbook.
Oh.
Wow. And yeah, this is my destiny.
Was she an attractive young lady?
Yeah, sure.
And she's an influencer or whatever now?
Yeah, she has like 2 million followers, and it's just a lot of. She looks real good.
She's dressed like a schoolgirl, though, which is very
Chrissy,
upsetting.
she's trying to educate herself. That's fair. Yeah,
trying to get better.
Not upsetting at all.
I think no matter how good you look, you should be able to get an education without being ridiculed.
Okay.
OJ commented.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Sure. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, bless you, boys. This is the Pope.
Oh, hello,
Your Popeness. I had no idea you got an Instagram account, and now it says that you highlighted this young lady with a great ass.
I'm all over the social medias, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm a hip daddy-o.
Oh, listen, I tell you what, I don't know about you guys, if you got any tips, any leads for maybe a new media marketing manager.
It says right here that
opening here.
It says you liked an image of her. Oh, as Christy says, it's described here as a risque schoolgirl outfit.
Oh, yes.
Well, if I'd have seen that description, maybe I might not have liked it. All I heard was they said, hey, there's this Catholic schoolgirl, and she's making everybody see God. So I was like, hey, well, that's nice. We should do that. Spreading the gospel, you know.
Yes, of course.
Well, now, would that be a mortal sin or a cardinal sin?
Well, in this case, it's a Cardinal Rabinowitz sin.
Cardinal Rabinowitz. Apparently you converted.
Always trying to, diversify around here.
Okay, very nice. That's the well. Your Pope is we got to go.
Oh, holy crap! So do I. Just saw the clock, man.
You saw the what?
Clock. He saw the clock.
No,
that was a whole different incident.
Yeah, that might have been a different guy. I think he was just in Australia. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter @Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget about the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. No, you don't follow me home. You listen to the Bob and Tom Show 24/7 channel. That's right. It's Bob and Tom's work farce, all the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby, your host. Keep your smile going all day and keep those coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. Or maybe you're working from home. Don't you deserve to listen to something funny while you work? Come on now. Don't tell the boss. We won't. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Police in Oregon say a man crashed a Tesla while driving about 100 miles per hour, destroying the vehicle, a power pole, and starting a fire when some of the hundreds of batteries from the vehicle broke windows and landed in residences. Corvallis Police Lieutenant Ryan Eaton says Dylan Melotto was driving a 2019 Tesla S Tuesday night when he lost control, left the road, hit a power pole. Melotto suffered minor injuries and is facing multiple misdemeanor charges. A first-hand account of the first permanent European colony in New England, including the fall harvest meal that inspired our Thanksgiving tradition, has been reprinted for a wider audience as Massachusetts marks 400 years since the arrival of the Pilgrims on the Mayflower this year. The Massachusetts State Library and Plymouth Poxtock Museums are unveiling a new printed version of the historical account by Plymouth Colony by William Bradford, the Mayflower passenger and the English colony's governor. It's the first time Bradford's handwritten manuscript has been put into print since 1896. And the publishing world also has another pet project. It's a picture book this time about the Biden family dogs. The German Shepherd's Champ and Major Dial Books for Young Readers has announced that Champ and Major First Dogs will be published January 19th, the day before Joe Biden is to be sworn in as the next president. It was written by National Book Award long list nominee Joy McCullough and illustrated by Sheba Abava Best. Books about White House animals have been a long tradition, notably then First Lady Barbara Bush's Millie's book, A Day in the Life of the Presidential Dog. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I don't know if you guys are up late at night, but if you've seen this dick who's selling his own pillow.
My pillow guy, yeah.
You know they want like $100 for that dude's pillow? I got a pillow. I should start selling my pillow. Fact remains, there's room in this world for both our pillows. Anyways, if you want one of my pillows, just call 1-800-Donnie Baker's Pillow. Really? And be real specific if you want your pillow with or without stains. My left ear's some major drainage.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Attention, Fergler shoppers. You need hardware, you need Fergler. That's right, Fergler's Hardware Store.
801 at Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee, and she's got the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy early, partly cloudy later today, high 64. We have a chance for showers on Saturday, high 50, and then a rainy Sunday with a high of 45. Still cloudy and still 55 degrees.
Thank you very much. Whatever the temperature, Josh's new windows are doing great. That's right. Window Nation came over to Josh's house. Their famous 2-for-1 thing. Tell me about those windows, Josh.
I love them. They came in, installed them, and my gosh, I can now clean my windows from the inside. I can clean the outside. How do you do that? They tilt inward, and I can clean the outside from my house. It's all so good. And right now, my gosh, the best time to get new windows, Tom.
Well, think about this. If you like buying a cup of coffee a day, well, right now you can get an offer that's essentially you're spending about that much for the windows. That's right. You can do about $75 a month for a house of windows, depending on how big your house is. Also, of course, it's the very simple math problem here: 2 free windows with every 2 you buy, or 3 with every 3 you buy. You can see how that's going to go. WindowNation.com. Pay them a visit. Remember, these windows are specifically designed for central Indiana, where the temperature goes from here to there and back with no particular rhyme or reason. Now, Josh, your windows, and you chose the clear glass, as you like to say.
That's right. They've got over 1,500 customized window styles and options to choose from, but I chose the clear glass.
As opposed to the plywood look. Thank you very much for clarifying. I had no idea. That's WindowNation.com. Tell them that Josh and Tom sent you. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show with Ace Chick, Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie G, Patty G, and Christy Lee. I had an odd story about some model or influencer or whatever. The Pope allegedly
liked her photo.
Highlighted. It turns out to be some internal problem with the Pope's, what is it, Instagram?
Yes, his Instagram people. He has a Vatican staff that takes care of his social media, and somebody's in trouble.
But Willie just sent us all a photograph of the yearbook. What grade was that?
That was 3rd grade, Mrs. Trawick's class. Great teacher, Mrs. Trawick. God.
And,
this gal's grown into quite a lovely lady.
Yeah, she's, not to be, she's... take it from here. How would you describe her?
She was a chubby kid.
She was a chubby girl.
Yeah. Now she's...
Well, it's since
voluptuous.
Josh and I are butt buddies, we can really appreciate this lady.
We sure can.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very,
lovely young lady, and she was a cute little chubby kid too.
So the contention here is that the
more importantly, we saw a picture of Willie. What grade was that?
That was 3rd grade.
3rd grade. What a cute little boy!
Cute
little face he was.
Hey guys, it's Willie. I'm here to say I want to talk. I'm going to talk high and I talk real fast.
Hi, chick. I'm drinking your Diet Pepsi. How about those Red Sox? Get this kid out of here.
We'll get that picture out there. Willie, in that
we
picture,
put it out there?
you do look like you are scheming something.
Yeah.
You're up to no good in that. Josh, if I can be honest, I would think I was scheming on a way to get back to Indiana.
Now, so the Vatican is saying that someone broke into the Pope's Instagram account.
They're not saying, or somebody actually on the staff did it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone broke in here. I just think that a lot of politicians, public figures, they will have several people that can log into one Instagram.
Yeah.
For example, I would imagine there's probably 3 or 4 people that could log into the Bob and Tom Instagram.
Sure, absolutely.
And on Instagram, you can very easily switch from your personal account to an account you manage for work.
Right.
And I think this person forgot they weren't on their personal account.
Yep.
You can also, and
You've done this?
I'm guilty of this. If you put your fingers on the Instagram picture and spread them open, it will enlarge the photo.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
You can kind of zoom in. I've my fingers have tapped it twice and liked the photo. And I didn't want to, and I thought, oh God, I just wanted to zoom in real quick. I didn't want everybody to see that I liked that.
Yeah, I didn't want to like a picture.
I'm stalking.
I follow Elvira, and sometimes I want to get a better look.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, this does not mean that the Pope is an ass man.
No.
Right.
No.
But I bet he is.
The Pope says he knew nothing about it.
Any clear-thinking American male is.
Pat, I know what you're
I heard he, if I can use the lingo, it's my understanding that he slid 3 Hail Marys into her DMs.
Oh boy.
Just as a penance, if you will.
Yeah.
Sliding into the DMs.
Sliding into the DMs.
Your Popeness.
You're so proud of yourself. You know that term.
Yeah, I have no idea what it means. Christy Lee is once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What's happening?
Well, you can forget about ugly Christmas sweaters. The Hefty Bag people have designed mittens and parkas with socially distanced partying in mind.
Hefty.
The brand, known for its red plastic cups, is releasing the Hefty Party Cup Parka and Mitten Koozie to facilitate outdoor socially distant get-togethers this holiday season.
Have you seen the Hefty commercial with John Cena? The women are in the grocery store and they go, is this where we're supposed to do it? Yeah. And then one goes, Hefty. And Cena breaks through this wall of boxes and trash bags. And they all sigh and look at him. And,
That's because he's John Cena.
Well, these things are hideous.
The parkas come in festive patterns with blinking holiday lights as well as Bluetooth speakers sewn into the garment.
So it's a kind of a joke.
Yeah, sure.
They're supposed to look like the ugly Christmas sweaters, but keep reading.
They also have... I know where you're going to go with this, and I don't even want to read the sentence. Fold-down trays to hold drink cups and snack bowls.
Built into the jacket, Josh.
Yeah.
What? Josh, he said, yeah.
I knew it. Josh, I knew it. That's why I didn't want to read it.
Oh, my gosh.
The Mitten Koozie resembles a boxing glove with built-in cup holder. Starting today at 10 a.m., you can apparently purchase them.
All right.
And that looks like a typo. It isn't. I double-checked.
It's $2.99?
$2.99
for the coats and koozies.
Yeah, they're going to sell out instantly.
$299?
No,
$2.99.
Oh, you're right.
Limited time, limited quality, available today until sold out.
Yeah, they're going to sell out instantly.
Yeah, they're kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah. They're really silly, like the deliberately ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
So, and then they've got a picture of them standing at like a Christmas party, but they're all 10 feet apart. But you can just rest your cup in the cup holder right on your.
Cool.
It's very, very.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. As a general rule, would you want to buy clothes marked hefty?
Why not?
Or you will remain solo. Is that one of their competitors?
Solo, yeah, sure.
Is Solo cup different than the Hefty cup?
I don't know. Does Hefty make Solo cups?
I don't know if Solo makes Hefty or trash bags. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
anyways,
not.
It's just fun. If you're interested in that, you got it. You're going to have to be on the phone, I think, immediately at, 10
a.m. Eastern time.
Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, Christy.
Yes.
What else is happening over there?
A brewery in the UK is using old bread to make beer. It's called Toast Ale. They use old bread to replace a third of the barley in beer production to help reduce food waste. Louisa Zayan, the brewery's chief operating officer, said the technique is based on an ancient Mesopotamian brewing method.
Mesopotamian. There you go.
Mesopotamia?
Yeah. Yes. She said the ancient Babylonians used to create a divine drink that was made by fermenting bread, and they're trying to recreate that.
The Babylonians would not shut up.
Boy, they would.
The Tower of Babylonia? Wait a minute. To the newlyweds, I'd like to raise a glass of toast.
Glass of toast. Okay.
Okay.
They're making champagne, too. It's French toast.
Very good.
Making
Very good.
Tom and I are having fun, guys.
Making the beer with bread. Wow. Oh, what a wonder.
In honor of...
Willie tried to sneak one in.
It wasn't good. I stepped on. I'm over it.
Okay.
This isn't, of course, the first alcohol made from bread.
It's not.
No, you've all had rye. Thank you very much.
Oh.
See, I don't have the Greg on drum thing. I have to say thank you very much. like I'm Latka.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
All I can say is that wrong screen, because it's time for a little bit of Thanksgiving music, ladies and gentlemen. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is whoop. My big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? Getting kind of sleepy. You ate too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. The genius of Hayward Banks. And that's now a beautiful cartoon. You seek that out by David Adams. It's available on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms and approved by the Pope, by the way.
Is that right?
Probably. I don't know. It's kid-friendly. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, we have a lot to get to today. Pat, ready with a song in there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. Did you find your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, you haven't lost it again?
Not in a while.
Okay,
Not an hour.
Okay, good. Right now, I want to remind you, in this weird world we're living in right now, there are actually a couple things that are up. Sadly, one of them is cybercrime. Way up. So you got to be extra careful. Being on your phone, pumping those numbers in, doing stuff on Wi-Fi, even having the kids do their schoolwork, and they're interfacing with teachers online. A lot of stuff's going on out there, so you got to be very careful. The FBI warning about the huge increase in cybercrime. A lot of malware out there. You'll get an email that goes, "Oh, hey, we just want to catch up with you. Thanks for being with us, and can we just get your social security number to make sure it's you?" Don't do that. Be very careful. This is where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock is designed to detect a wide range of identity threats. For example, your social security number could be for sale right now on the dark web. LifeLine's out there looking. If they detect that your information has been potentially compromised, they get a hold of you instantly. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. Join right now. It's very inexpensive. Plus, how about this? 25% off your first year if you use the promo code TOM25. LifeLock. Protect yourself. You'll sleep better. It's not expensive. 1-800-LifeLock or head to LifeLock.com. Once again, the promo code TOM25 for 25% off. When we come back, some music from Mr. Godwin. And that famous radio telescope. Remember the one from the James Bond movie?
Hey, good morning.
I think it's GoldenEye. Yeah, guess what? It's closing down. We'll find out why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
One of my favorite people, Bobcat Goldthwait. He's been in studio. Very nice gentleman on the air and off the air, and very funny, too. Looking forward to catching up with Bobcat. Find out what he's been up to in the pandemic. We'll put that in the plans for the future. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Friday, November 20th, and we'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Fashion designer Massimo Giannelli has reported to prison to begin serving his 5-month sentence for bribing his daughter's way into college. Giannelli's wife, Full House actor Lori Loughlin, is already behind bars for her role in the college admissions bribery scheme involving prominent parents and elite schools across the country. Hey, did you know Ray Charles, the Jackson 5, Bing Crosby, Helen Reddy were all guest musicians on the Carol Burnett Show? She used to have musical guests do 2 songs per show, one in a simple setting, another at the end with a big production. But when the show went into syndication, the musical numbers were cut so that they could fit into half an hour. 65 episodes have now been restored and will be seen on services like Tubi and Roku. Burnett recalls Ray Charles playing a piano player in a sketch while she played a sad drinker. She also says Charles was delighted to do it because nobody ever asked him to do anything like that. And Britain's Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip are celebrating their 73rd wedding anniversary today. For the occasion, the royal couple released a photograph of themselves opening a card from 3 of their great-grandchildren. Elizabeth was 21 when she married Royal Navy Lieutenant Philip Montauban at Westminster Abbey on November 20th, 1947. She, of course, has been queen since 1952. Happy 73rd. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Everyone's talking about the new hit reality show, Sports Illustrated's SI Swimsuit Model Search. The SI Swimsuit edition is a top seller every year, and viewers are flocking to watch beautiful women audition. Well, Bob and Tom Television has a swimsuit show now. Forget about the SI Swimsuit Model Search. Check out the CSI Swimsuit Model Search.
Okay, where is she? She's right down there on the beach, Grissom. They found her body there this morning wearing that red bikini and shoes by Gucci.
She might have been hot last night, but she's cold today.
CSI Swimsuit Model Search. They're looking for a gal with a great body who can lie still and hold her breath for a 2-minute scene on a beautiful beach. Tune in to Bob and Tom Television tonight for CSI Swimsuit Model Search, right after an all-new Circus of Queers.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Grandpa got his teeth knocked out in 1932. From a stray foul ball, Joe DiMaggio hit the count was 0-2. I'll never forget the sound he made when the ball hit him in the lip. He tried to cuss, he tried to swear, but the only thing he said was this.
Can I say something about driving on the highway, first of all?
Sure, yeah.
People got to focus. It's scary out there.
Amen.
I was on a highway. A guy next to me is texting while he's driving. I'm I'm like, look at this son of a... And then I hit a car. So I think he won.
It's dangerous.
I think he won that round.
Game, set, match, yeah.
Accident next to me, LOL.
Exactly. Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's Christy Lee. She's got the forecast.
295 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy early, partly cloudy later, high 64. Cloudy with a chance for showers Saturday, 50. Cloudy, rainy, 45 on Sunday, 55 right now.
Cloudy with a chance of meatball. That's
a good movie.
That is a good
Actually, a very good movie. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks, Christy. Let's see now. I want to remind you that the program we call Bob and Tom Tonight is on, in fact, tonight. MyNDTV 23 at 11:30. Special midnight showing coming up on Saturday night. So please, if you will, and join us for the show. It'll be a lot of fun.
Bob
Now,
and Tom After Dark.
don't forget the Christmas Nights of Lights at the State Fairgrounds. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show with Ace, Chick, Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie. There's Patty G. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
I've been researching this story you guys had. I hadn't seen this.
What?
About the Pope
Oh, yeah.
liking allegedly doing liking a picture of this model that it turns out Willie actually knows.
Mm-hmm.
Is it pronounced?
I don't know her.
Natalie Garibaldi?
Natalia Gariboto. I was in third grade with her. Mrs. Treywick's class in a Christian school in Miami.
Gariboto, eh?
These photographs, very provocative.
Oh yeah, she's what they call porn star hot. She
takes a nice photo, Miss Garaboto.
Yeah, Godwin up to the plate.
Mrs. Garaboto.
Swing and a miss. No,
I loved it.
No, it was at least a foul tip.
I mean, you can tell in this picture where the Pope's next to her, he really likes her. He's got that big pointy mitre hat covering his groin.
Oh, boy,
Hey, Christy, how you doing over there? He implied the Pope has an erection.
I heard him.
I bet the Pope gets...
I love that song.
I'm wearing my guardian angel medallion. You can't get.
What kind of hat is he wearing?
Mitre.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's always at a 45-degree angle. So
that's a carpentry joke.
Hey, now.
Can you cope?
Holy cow.
I love that joke.
The coping saw joke?
I feel the same way, only the exact opposite.
Oh,
about
you don't
that
like
joke.
a good carpentry joke?
I don't like what. Well,
Tom,
I do.
My favorite's the Fresnel joke.
Go on.
That's pretty insane.
The old stage crew joke. 4 people get it. Never mind. We'll just move forward here.
I'd like to why don't we do a little comic strip where it's 2 people on a plane and a woman's holding a puppy and then a guy's holding a saw and she says, "This is my emotional support dog." And the guy says, "This is my coping saw." That's funny.
That's great.
That's good.
I love that.
I think Gary Larson would
reject
nod
it.
in approval.
Yeah, okay.
He wouldn't laugh out loud.
Did you see that the great Steve Martin has teamed up with a guy doing cartoons now?
I did see that, and I've got to check it out.
They're brilliant, of course. Now, Mr. Godwin?
Yeah.
How you doing over there?
I'm okay.
Okay, now I want you to see if you can get a song out of one of these stories coming out of Christy Lee. Christy, what do you got?
A San Francisco-based nonprofit organization is launching the world's first so-called psychedelics hotline to help users navigate their drug trips. Fireside Project's hotline will offer help via text, phone, and live chats to those tripping on psychedelic drugs like LSD or psilocybin. Fireside Project founder Joshua White says that the hotline is for people who are in the middle of a trip, friends watching someone else trip, or those looking to process the experience afterward.
Okay.
The hotline is set to launch on April 14th, 2021, so don't take your trip yet.
If you're on hold, press 1 for Grateful Dead. Press 2 for On Hold Music by Fish.
You've called 1-800-ORANGE SLICE.
This is a great idea.
It is a great idea.
It's like a help, yeah.
Yeah, help
really
people
is.
who are kind of, I'm sure, I've never done any psychedelic drugs, but I imagine if I did, I would maybe want this phone number handy.
Yeah.
What am I experiencing?
Or a soft pillow to hold.
Yeah.
Remember that? I did the edibles that one day and just laid in bed, looked at my hand for 6 hours. Do you remember that?
Oh, boy.
I called you for help. You didn't answer the phone. You remember that?
I'm sorry.
No, you weren't. You said, "Don't call me again." Click.
Okay.
Pretty plain, I think.
Are these people trained? I
would think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would certainly hope they were trained.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Have you guys heard about this hotline, this thing that can help the talk down, man, when you're tripping and stuff?
Are you?
Is there a phone number for that or something,
my gosh.
man? Did you read it?
Yeah. Are you?
What?
Are you tripping right now? Are you on some kind of psychedelic?
No, man. Dad, I'm a counselor.
Oh
no, well, that's no good.
Please help, man. You let me know. Did you see like a giant green monster talking to you?
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Do you guys have any?
This is beyond our purview.
Yeah, you need a professional here. Look at your hand, sir. That's what you.
My hand? Oh, man, his hand is part of me, isn't it? It's part of my own universe right here.
That's right, man.
It moves. It moves.
Well, that's a good sign, sir.
What does it mean?
You better hang up the phone. This could we can't give advice. We know what we're doing. Do you remember the SNL skit?
Which one?
Where I think is it Aykroyd answering the phone with Jimmy Carter on acid?
I don't.
That's right.
That.
Now what?
No.
Here, here it is. Hang on a second. This I think is it right here. Hold on.
And now, live from the White House, ask President Carter.
Our next call is Peter Elton of Westbrook, Oregon, who I am told is 17 years of age.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Peter? Is this the president?
Yes, it is.
I took some acid. I'm afraid to leave my apartment and I can't wear any clothes. And the ceiling is dripping. And
Well, thank you very much for calling, sir. Please.
just a minute,
Walter, this guy's in trouble. I think I better try to talk him down. Peter?
Yeah.
Peter, what did the acid look like?
They were these little orange pills.
Were they barrel-shaped?
Yes.
Okay, right. You did some orange sunshine, Peter.
Very good of you to know about this, sir.
How long ago did you take it, Peter?
I don't know. I can't read my watch.
All right, Peter, now just listen. Everything's going to be fine. You're very high right now. You'll probably be that way for about 5 more hours. Try taking some vitamin B complex, vitamin C complex. If you have a beer, go ahead and drink it.
Okay.
Just remember, you're a living organism on this planet, and you're very safe. You've just taken a heavy drug. Now, just relax, stay inside, and listen to some music, okay?
Yeah.
Do you have any Allman Brothers?
Yeah, I do, sir. Everything's okay, huh, Jimmy?
It sure is, Peter. You know, I'm against drug use myself, but I'm not going to lay that on you right now. Just mellow out the best you can, okay? Okay.
Well done, Mr. President.
Oh, God. Dan Aykroyd. One of the great things about SNL in those days, they didn't have to have they didn't make the characters try to look or sound just like the.
Nope.
They kind of got it.
Yeah.
And
They let his mustache.
They let the cast do the characters.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, now everyone is a guest doing the characters. You got a great cast there. Let them do their jobs. I think it would be the operative word there. And speaking of movies, we were talking about movies off and on. Do you know what a radio telescope is, Willie?
No, it's some sort of gigantic telescope that takes up like a whole town, I guess. It's real big.
Yeah, it's,
that works.
I'm trying to think. The movie, The Dish.
Contact is probably one of the most.
It looks more like a gigantic satellite dish than it does a telescope.
And you mean it's the size of a parking lot.
Right.
The cable guy had one at the end. A lot of movies.
Yeah, they listen.
exactly.
They listen for things from outer space, and
The iconic radio telescope featured in the movie I just mentioned, Contact, also in GoldenEye, is going to close after 57 years of operation.
Oh, that's Pacific One. Wow.
The National Science Foundation announced that will close the renowned, Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico. The agency said it's too dangerous to keep operating the dish radio telescope after it sustained significant damage recently.
Huge parts of it are on the ground. It's a disaster.
Even if crews were able to repair the damage, engineers found the structure would still be unstable in the long term. This news comes as a blow to scientists around the world who depend on the telescope to search for planets, asteroids, and extraterrestrial life. The 1,000-foot wide dish was also one of Puerto Rico's main tourist attractions, drawing some 90,000 visitors every year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Yeah?
I think this happened the day after they heard the aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called back.
Disconnect. You know who's in Contact, don't you?
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
Does she talk like?
Yep, absolutely. She does that in all her movies.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. I hear you, Mr.
Very good.
I hear you, Dr. Alien.
I heard that. Did Anthony Hopkins also make a cameo in that movie?
I think he might. Yeah.
We're going to make contact. First contact.
I knew we could work together again, Dr.
Indeed.
Alien.
Those movies are scary.
Contact?
Yeah, and then what's the famous phrase? If the aliens, if we do hear from them, It's not going to be good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
according to Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's 90%.
They're here for something.
Yeah. They're out of something, and we're a grocery store.
Yes. They don't just want to see Mount Rushmore.
Well, we don't know that. They could be art lovers. You don't know.
You ever heard the phrase brain fuel? Turns out our brains are their fuel. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
We're nothing but batteries, buddy.
Now, yesterday we had a bizarre story.
Which one?
The one about was it Japanese and German scientists got together? Which, by the way, last time that happened, not a lot of
Japanese dirty knees. Look at these. Anything?
And they were injecting some kind of human cells into monkey brains.
Yeah, human genes into monkey brains in utero, making the monkey brains even closer to a human's.
And isn't that how the next Planet of the Apes starts?
I'm vehemently against this.
We have some
Any clear-thinking
here.
American would be against it.
we make the monkeys very smart, chick.
I knew it. I knew it, Dr. Lecter.
This is awful.
Yeah, I can't imagine how they would justify the science for this, but I guess they got the grant.
Boy.
Okay, Christy, what else is happening over there?
Well, we have a badass Marine in the news. I don't know if you saw this. An 81-year-old former Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine, used his grandfather's antique Irish walking stick to chase off 3 burglars and deliver one a blow to the head.
Good.
Cool.
Dan and Barbara Donovan told the Pioneer Press newspaper group that a guy in a reflective vest and mask knocked on their door in Niles on November 4th and said he was a utility worker and needed to check their fuse box due to a recent fire in the area. Barbara Donovan said while they were in the basement with the man who was looking at their electric circuit panel, she heard squeaking floorboards upstairs.
Oh.
And realized something wasn't right.
Oh, man.
I yelled, Danny, somebody's in our bedroom. She
Good.
bounded up the steps, followed by her husband and the so-called utility worker. When the couple reached the main floor, they found 2 other men inside, one holding a pillowcase from their bedroom. Dan Donovan began trying to chase the 3 from their home.
How old's this guy?
81.
All right.
That's when he grabbed his grandfather's, is it shillelagh? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Which is an antique Irish walking stick propped in the corner of the couple's dining room. He struck the man with the pillowcase in the back of the head with a stick.
Yay.
The man held onto the pillowcase as he followed his 2 cohorts outside. But Donovan, who was barefoot, followed, using the shillelagh to deliver blows to the windshield and rear window of the men's SUV as they fled.
I get hot of hatter.
Well, the word shillelagh, the last time I heard that, Godwin was doing one of his limericks. It starts with him taking his pants pockets out. Don't let him do it for you. Well, good for this guy.
Yeah, go Dan. What a badass.
And, of course, if you know anything about Irish legend, they're cursed now.
Are they?
Oh, indeed.
You go after a guy with a sling. I have a real quick question.
Okay.
You said that the burglars were carrying a pillowcase out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
They're lousy burglars.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you bring your own?
Yes, you
bring
would.
your own tools.
I don't think so.
I would.
I don't think so. You use a pillowcase.
Yeah, but you bring your own pillowcase with you. This isn't like going to Aldi.
Right.
Where you have to pay to get the cart.
You never know if they're going to have small pillows, big pillows. What are you doing?
These guys robbing the place for trick-or-treating.
Exactly.
I think it's all right. In a pinch, you can use their pillowcase.
All right. Well,
Okay, well, anyway, I'm
did
glad.
you bring the pillowcase?
Go Semper Fi.
Semper Fi is
Hope they
right.
catch these guys.
I do too.
I love these stories.
Yeah.
One a couple of weeks ago about the woman, like the 80-year-old woman, kicked a guy's ass.
Love it.
When he broke into her home. What if he didn't even break into her home? She just kicked his ass for fun on the streets.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best.
Old people get away with that kind of stuff all the time.
As they
I'm
should.
old. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you're a menace.
Hey.
And then they steal sweetener from restaurants. Oh, yeah. Like Tom. That's right. Take the whole, 9, 10 packets, put it in your pocket, don't you?
I keep boxes of sweetener in my car.
But you didn't steal those from
course you
restaurants.
do.
Collected from restaurants.
I always carry it in just in case. If all they have is the pink stuff.
I thought you left if they only had the pink
If I
stuff.
can. These days you can.
Here comes Griswold. Put out the pink stuff.
Never seen him leave faster. Do it now.
He goes high, we go sweet and low.
Speaking of crimes,
We have another story.
this one, Well, you'll see.
Are you talking about the cowboy hats?
No, I'm talking about the guy that jumped into the bayou.
Oh, yeah, that was from yesterday. I saw this story. He's crazy. A suspect rescued after he jumped into a bayou while fleeing from police. According to the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office, this was obviously in Louisiana, narcotics agents were patrolling a neighborhood November 11th when they saw the driver commit a traffic violation. Agents tried to pull him over, and he allegedly sped away. Following the chase, investigators say the man, later identified as Keith Myers Jr., got out of his car and jumped into Bayou Little Caillou and then called out for deputies to save him.
Oh, so he's obviously making the choice, cops or alligators.
Right. The agent on duty pulled the guy to safety. The 25-year-old was charged with flight from an officer, resisting an officer, possession of drug paraphernalia, reckless operation of a vehicle, improper turning, and improper lighting.
I love the way in these stories the guy commits a fairly serious crime, but they always throw in the really small stuff.
Yeah, he didn't have his blinker on.
Yeah, I mean, wait a minute.
Well, yeah, if you're going to make a list, make a list.
Stop sign. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Tom, I think I have a song that'll work for this if I can get Dean in here. Is
Okay.
really?
Available?
Is it the raspberries or?
No, it's a tribute
by yourself.
Oh, no, that's a good one, though. Could have gone with that one.
Hank Williams Jr., maybe?
Oh, my God.
I guess that wasn't the raspberries. That was Eric Carmen, but what a great song.
No,
I don't see Dean just yet. So
raspberries were the best.
You may have to come back after the break and do it.
Okay, we'll get these guys ready. You got about a guy jumping into the bayou. I can't wait to hear about
I think
it.
that might be my new look, walking stick guy.
Oh, check.
We can get you a shillelagh.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You've got one right there.
The gentleman made us great walking sticks, and I brought them in for you.
Well, first of all, I was a second thought on that. Everybody got them but me.
That's right.
Secondly, that's a crooked walking stick. I don't want a crooked one. I want a straight one.
We got to get you one with like an alligator or a snake on the head of it.
Or an 8-ball?
Yes.
Or a skull.
Okay. I found
Crystal
Dean.
skull.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna wait to. I found
you guys ready?
Yeah, we could do it. This is a tribute to Linda Ronstadt for the guy that jumped in the.
He jumped into what's it called? Bayou
Little Caillou.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Louisiana. Okay.
All right, here we go. Of course, the guy was in a lot of trouble and he had drugs in the car and he jumped. Let me just sing about it.
Went to jail, I'm sure.
Fled from the cops, I ain't doing time. Just smoked a blunt and I snorted a line. I'd be better off taking a dive in the blue bayou. Might do a nickel, maybe a dime. Taking it where the sun don't shine. Lewis is my celly, and every night I'm blue by a loo. I thought we'd just end it there.
Fair enough.
My celly.
That's all I could fit in.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean.
By the way,
Yes.
When you're driving around, and this is a great time to drive, by the way. I just sometimes you just want to hop in the car and just drive by yourself, look around. But if you get in your car, you're driving, you look down and that light comes on that says engine, check engine. That can be a bad thing. That's where CarShield comes in. CarShield is out there with a wide range of protection plans.
Yes, indeed. And CarShield is there for you. You have the freedom to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work. And CarShield gets the rest taken care of, even if your car breaks down while you're traveling, which, let's face it, is likely. The choice of a repair shop is still up to you. And on top of that, there's no long-term contracts or commitments. Payments are flexible, and CarShield plans customizable to your exact needs. CarShield has helped over 1 million drivers. 1 million. That's why they're America's #1 auto protection company. You can get coverage today and see why CarShield cars go farther. Call 1-800-665-2157 and mention the code TOM, or visit carshield.com and use the code TOM, and you save 10%. But that's only with the code TOM. That's carshield.com. Use the code TOM. A deductible may apply.
Thank you, CarShield. Coming up, Christy Lee. Speaking of crimes, we have another bizarre attempt at escaping involving getting into the water.
Yeah.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Friday morning. If you happen to be in Lowell, Arkansas, or in the region, one of our friends, Reno Collier, is going to be showing up there. That's right. Tonight at the Grove in Lowell, Arkansas, as well as Saturday night. Friday and Saturday, the Grove in Lowell, Arkansas. Our friend Reno Collier. Check him out at renocollier.net. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Russell Wilson rebounded from his worst performance of the season to throw for 2 touchdowns, and the Seattle Seahawks move back on top of the NFC West, a 28-21 win over the Arizona Cardinals in Seattle. Wilson was perfect, erasing the mistakes from the past 4 weeks. Seattle dropped 3 of their 4, including losses in the past 2 weeks to Buffalo and the Rams. For a few days, Seattle will be back on top alone until the Rams play on Monday night against Tampa Bay. NBA news, a person familiar with the situation says Boston Celtics forward Gordon Hayward has opted out of the final year of a contract that would have paid him $34.1 million, making him a free agent. The person spoke on the condition of anonymity because the decision has not been publicly announced. Hayward could still re-sign with the Celtics, either to remain in Boston or be part of a sign-and-trade deal. And in college football, Lou Holtz, legendary coach, has tested positive for the coronavirus. He's 83 and confirmed the test yesterday to Columbia television station WOLO. Holtz led Notre Dame to the 1988 national title. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, hang tight, this guy hag wants something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I've had my mask on the entire time. You said in the announcements that masks had to be worn until we land. Well, we just landed, Buttercup. Do you know who I am?
Oh.
No, you will not escort me off this plane. I will on board when I'm ready. Sir, mind your own business. This is between me and the Sky Karen. Oh, I'm supposed to be afraid because you flashed a badge. Air marshal my ass. I will not put my hands behind my back. I am not resisting.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jim, we mentioned you are a tall man.
Yes.
6'6", huh? 6'6". Are you a single guy or married guy?
I just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
How's that going?
8:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update on the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy early, but then partly cloudy later today, a high of 64. We do have a 50-50 chance for showers tomorrow and a high of 50. And cloudy and rainy 45 on Sunday. Still 55.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. And if you've been paying attention, you perhaps heard, you know what I'm talking about. Keep listening throughout the day on Q95 for your shot at some serious cash. Also, don't forget tonight, 11:30, it's on My Indie TV 23. We call it Bob and Tom Tonight. Let's see what's going on. Look at that beautiful shirt Josh has. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Our engineer is Ace Cosby. He's right over there. I can see him. Chick McGee's across the way. This is Tom speaking. Josh Arnold is the man over there in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Through the glass, I see Christy Lee. She is in quarantine in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie G is right next to me, and Pat Godwin is over there.
Hello.
Behind the glass in the, we call it the laboratory now. You can hear as he's cooking up some new music, perhaps,
being
for
done.
us. Thank you very much, Patty G. Just visited the Bayou. The classic Blue Bayou. Lou. But now we turn back to Christy Lee at the news desk. What you got?
Well, a man tried to escape FBI agents using an underwater sea scooter. Matthew Piercy led agents on a chase that didn't end in the bayou, but did end at the shoreline of California's Lake Shasta Monday. Federal prosecutors wrote in court documents that Piercy abandoned his vehicle, pulled something out of it, and swam into Lake Shasta. The 35-year-old reportedly spent about 25 minutes submerged in the lake's frigid waters using a Yamaha 350 Li submersible device before resurfacing.
Those are cool.
The sea scooter is said to be capable of pulling users underwater at speeds of up to 4 miles per hour.
You've seen them in Thunderball.
You remember in Thunderball, it's like you're holding an outboard motor in front of your face.
Oh, that has this thing that spins like a turbine engine. Piercy had been wanted for his role in an alleged $35 million Ponzi scheme, so apparently could afford one.
Wow. Well, but he was in what? He was in what body of water?
Lake Shasta?
Oh, okay.
Why? What'd you think I said?
Pond. James Pond.
Oh, jeez.
That was cute.
What happened?
Yeah.
I mean, that chick is genuinely upset.
My God, son.
Idiot. Is that what you said?
I think the cool thing we're missing about this story is this guy's accused of being a very serious white-collar criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, white-collar criminals don't end up in what's kind of a James Bond escape attempt. I mean, give the guy some credit.
Well, any arch enemy has a escape plan, of course, and a pod and all sorts.
But not
of
in a
stuff.
white-collar crime. I mean, if he was a member of Spectre or something, sure, he's going to have the escape pod. But
maybe he's a member of Spectre.
The accountant who's been skimming off the top for 25 years and gets caught doesn't hop into an Aston Martin with a machine gun shield in the back and take off.
Well, also, this isn't an Aston Martin. This is a glorified toy, right?
Exactly.
But this guy somehow thought he could get into the lake and putt away underwater and not get caught by the FBI. Would have been super cool if he'd gotten away.
This guy, I hate these guys. These are just entitled people. They're trying to get away with robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Sure, he screwed people. It was a Ponzi scheme.
But how is he going to get away from anybody jumping into a lake?
That's the thing. Sure, he's an idiot, but it's still pretty cool.
He jumped into an ocean and
chick saltwater bothers him.
Okay.
So,
Do you know what a Ponzi scheme is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they you just keep taking money in and then you
Enrico Ponzi.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But that's fast. They happen all the time to this day. But named after the Ponzi. Yeah. Then, of course, there was the TV show Happy Days.
You got
a Fonzie scheme. We got suckered by that. Many people got suckered by that turd.
Yeah, that's when I jumped the shark.
Had jumped the shark day
Think of
one.
that, though. You've got Ponzi, you got Zacuzzi, you got Zamboni, all people named after famous things.
I love the Zamboni. It's one of my favorite words. Christy Lee, what else is happening at the news desk?
Scheme.
I can't believe you guys don't think it's really exciting that this white-collar criminal tried to do a James Bond-like escape.
Yeah, it's fine.
The instrument hasn't been invented to measure my indifference to this story.
Really curious as to what you wanted from us in response to the story.
Recognition of how cool this is.
I don't like this guy.
This guy in the back of his car, he's got one of these escape pod.
Like Christy said, he's been ripping people off. He's got $35 million.
I didn't say he wasn't a dirtbag.
No, but of course he's got one of these things.
He sounds like one of those guys. He just he sits at home and he just types in stuff on his computer. He's got a million packages at his front door that he doesn't go through. It's a glorified toy that he was using.
I'm not denying he's a dirtbag, but
and your big payoff was Pond, James Pond.
I think that's what we're most angry about.
Yeah.
You mean you didn't do it right?
I did it as best I can.
James Bond.
Well, also, it's not a pond; it's a lake.
Oh well.
All right. right.
I believe he's right. Pond's a little smaller than the lake.
Try Lake, James Lake.
James Lake. Try that. Try Veronica Lake, if that gives you anything.
Oh, why did he do this?
He's an idiot.
Is he drunk or something?
No, I thought it was
Somebody
a
sent it
fascinating
in.
story.
Obligated to say.
Oh, God. Go ahead, Christy. What
A
do you
hunter in Minnesota shot a 3-foot-long alligator in the wild.
3 feet?
According to Corey Klokik, he was tracking a deer near a pond in East Bethel Saturday morning when he
Near a
spotted
what?
the reptile. Bethel?
No, what was he? What was he near?
A pond.
James Bond.
Now I'm on board.
That's good. That's okay.
When you have a dead horse, you beat it until it lives again.
Klokik said he contacted a game warden who told him he was allowed to shoot the gator. He intends to mount the 10-foot buck along with the reptile in a taxidermy piece.
Pervert.
Boy, that'll look lovely. The state's department.
No, just shaking it.
I'm updating my Tinder profile. Got me a 3-foot gator.
And a 10-point buck.
3 foot.
That's not. That's a
Yeah.
pet that somebody let loose, is what that is.
It's like a chameleon.
Why are people allowed to have pet alligators?
They're cute.
Why? They're cute.
At first.
Yeah.
They do grow.
Well, so's a tiger cub, but we know what happens with that.
No, I don't think an alligator is ever cute.
You don't think maybe?
Really?
Yeah,
I said
really?
it.
Feed a little bits of hot dog. and-
No.
I'll get you one. You'll like it.
So the alligators run around this weekend. Ate one of the dogs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
I don't know which.
What do you shoot that with without destroying it?
I'm not a hunter, so don't ask me.
Wait, did this guy call the game warden or whoever? Did he call them while he was in the field?
Yes, he called to see if it was okay to shoot
Hey, I need an answer real quick. There's a crocodile. It might run away. Can I shoot it in the head?
Don't be silly. It was an alligator.
Probably 22 caliber would put a hole in his brain.
All right. It just seems, again, why can you buy an alligator in Minnesota? It seems like that doesn't just seem right.
Well, if you have a moat, you want to protect yourself. These are defensive.
Yeah, Willie's
alligators.
exactly right.
Then you're going to have to heat the moat and the air around it, I
Well,
guess.
that's the hardest part about buying an alligator is all the maintenance you got to do.
Sure. He's not saying it's easy.
Okay, well, I think
Do alligators grow bigger than their container, or do they stay?
No, they keep growing.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, yeah. This guy he shouldn't make it, what is it called, a taxidermy piece. He should make a pair of little teeny monkey shoes.
Monkey shoes?
Well, do you think he has a monkey?
Sure.
He's got a lot of stuff.
He's got to have a monkey.
And you're asking a lot of us today. There are a lot of pieces we have to put in.
We have to kind of figure out the puzzle. They make a little pair of. It's a 3-foot alligator. There's not a lot of skin there. You can't make regular shoes.
Tom, tell everybody what that is.
I love this thing.
That is an alligator head.
Remote control alligator head.
No.
Yeah. So you can put it in the lake and you can have it swim up to people.
Yeah, they should just call that the Widowmaker is what they should call that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody is going to have a heart attack after they see that. That's
so
scary.
funny.
Have heart attacks wherever you go.
So you stick that little head in the water and just have it
floats around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Swims terrifying.
Yeah, it's a really fun way to kill Grandpa.
or the old joke, Chief Bowels move now.
All right.
Yeah, the classics. We're coming right back. Got another song coming out of Mr. Godwin, I understand. And we have some of our Thanksgiving tributes by request. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, party people, you know Bob and Tom have some podcasts out there. You can find them right here, bobandtom.com/podcasts. That's right, the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, that Josh Arnold podcast, and the Bits and Pieces podcast with Willie G, Jess, and Jason. It's a dive into the archive. Lots of fun. If you're a big Bob and Tom fan, they go over a lot of the better bits and pieces of the show, hence the name Bits and Pieces. Huh? I know. Go to bobandtom.com/podcast. Download them for free. Just wait till after the show, won't you?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Police in Oregon say a man crashed a Tesla while driving about 100 miles per hour, destroying the vehicle, a power pole, and starting a fire when some of the hundreds of batteries from the vehicle broke windows and landed in residences. Corvallis Police Lieutenant Ryan Eaton says Dylan Melotto was driving a 2019 Tesla S Tuesday night when he lost control, left the road, hit a power pole. Melotto suffered minor injuries and is facing multiple misdemeanor charges. A first-hand account of the first permanent European colony in New England, including the fall harvest meal that inspired our Thanksgiving tradition, has been reprinted for a wider audience as Massachusetts marks 400 years since the arrival of the Pilgrims on the Mayflower this year. The Massachusetts State Library and Plymouth Poxtock Museums are unveiling a new printed version of the historical account by Plymouth Colony by William Bradford, the Mayflower passenger and the English colony's governor. It's the first time Bradford's handwritten manuscript has been put into print since 1896. And the publishing world also has another pet project. It's a picture book this time about the Biden family dogs. The German Shepherd's Champ and Major Dial Books for Young Readers has announced that Champ and Major First Dogs will be published January 19th, the day before Joe Biden is to be sworn in as the next president. It was written by National Book Award long list nominee Joy McCullough and illustrated by Sheba Abava Best. Books about White House animals have been a long tradition, notably then First Lady Barbara Bush's Millie's book, A Day in the Life of the Presidential Dog. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Eat me! Who is this?
I'm a turkey! In my heart, I'm red, white, and blue.
Great hero.
Oh, eat me!
Why would you do this?
I'm a turkey!
Yes, but...
A true American patriot through and through.
What happened? Get help! He's elderly. Maybe he's got nobody.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stamford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored.
O'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is true, and that is correct, and that is Christy Lee with a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy today. May see some sunshine later. Look for a high of 64. Right now we have cloudy skies, 55 degrees.
And Christy Lee, you got something else going on in there.
I sure do. You know, it's that time of year again. The holidays right around the corner. Everybody, due to what's going on, is traveling by car this year, and we want your family safe on the roads. That's where my friends at AAA come in. You know, whenever I see somebody standing on the side of the road next to their car, I think, oh my gosh, I sure hope they're waiting for AAA, because I use it for peace of mind. My kids have it. I hope you do too.
Not me. I sucker. Honk, honk.
Well, Chick, you could rely on AAA anytime. If you're on the side of the road, we wouldn't honk and make fun of you. Let's say you have a dead battery, a flat tire, or if you're out of gas, or maybe locked out of your car. AAA is there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For a AAA membership, stop by an office, visit AAA.com, or call 844-GO-AAA-GO. And don't forget, ask about travel planning and great insurance AAA rates for home, auto, and life, because you don't have to be stuck on the side of the road to get assistance from AAA.
Thank you very much, Christy. Thank you very much, AAA. Let's get back to the action. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Ace, Chick, Josh, Willie, Patty G. This is Tom speaking, and that's Christy Lee. It's great to see everybody. And Ace Cosby, of course, is the proprietor of the Omaha Steaks, proudly presents the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Oh, that's right. It's the steak season. It's the grilling season.
He had a good one today. Maybe we should redo it.
Christy Lee.
New Christy.
I'm sorry.
It was good. It's a great joke.
You know how radio works.
I forget the joke. Ladies and gentlemen, OmahaSteaks.com presents the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day redo.
A dwarf psychic.
Right.
Escaped from prison. Right. The very next day, the headlines read, small, medium, at large.
I love that joke.
And the setup is so silly.
Rock solid.
It's wonderful.
And you said dwarf instead of midget because you can't call him midget.
Yeah, that's of course. Thank you very much. Thanks for the clarification.
Did Tootsie Roll change the name of the Midgies? Have they changed those yet?
Sure. I think they were going to.
Little Bites or something?
Right.
Or, remember?
I guess, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, this story about the guy that you guys don't care about. The white-collar criminal Ponzi scheme guy that tried to escape in this James Bond.
This is a grown-up child who wants to break the rules, and then he plays with his little water toy afterwards.
I mean, it's cool. It's not that we didn't care, per se. It's
but just typically a white-collar criminal doesn't have some really cool escape pod. This guy jumps into...
James
Pond. I just disagree with you. I think
Lake Shasta with this thing. He tries to escape underwater. It's cool.
It's not Shasta, you pretentious jerk.
It's Shasta.
Shasta.
Oh, Shasta.
Like Shasta Cola.
He just said Shasta.
Is Shasta?
Shasta.
Is that beverage? Is that reason? Is that a regional?
Shasta Cola?
I want a pop. I want a Shasta.
I don't know if it's regional or not. I grew up with it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
So it's like, what is Shasta? Is it like Coke or Pepsi? Or
I think they had all flavors.
Flavors. Yeah, cola. I think they had cola.
Orange. Well, this guy tried to escape in Lake Shasta.
Right.
And where he's going.
Don't do that.
Where he's going, he'll be able to get Shasta in the can.
What a turd.
Shasta. Oh, yeah, he will. Yeah.
Pond. James Pond.
He loves it.
Okay.
Can't get enough of it.
He won't stop.
Greg Lake.
Time now to...
Yes, time now to do what?
Time to celebrate Thanksgiving.
Rivers,
with Floyd.
Back home, they're all circled round a butterball turkey. Well, I bow my head over stale beef jerky. I munched on sweets, love Boston baked beans. Found out milk duds will stick to your jeans. I'm all alone, but I don't hold a grudge, 'cause I'm first in line for maple nut fudge. Pancakes being poured on the griddle. Charlie Daniels in my head, heating up the fiddle. Truck stop Thanksgiving only comes but once a year. Truck stop Thanksgiving, better stock up on your beer. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace. Traffic is heavy and my heart is too. Them rubbers in the glove box will soon be used. I'm paying for loving and I know it's wrong. A one-legged whore can't wear a thong. Her name is Tina and she's pregnant again, but with just one leg she still looks thin. Next morning she claimed to find religion too. I said, I'm glad you found Jesus, but I've lost your shoe. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Bring it home, boy. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace.
Thanksgiving songs. That's Floyd. And
one of my favorites.
Yes.
That is a nice one. And now I know, Joshy, you're going to be doing a special Thanksgiving. Cooking a turkey for the first time. I know you're very nervous.
Very nervous.
We'll walk you through it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I need all the help.
Yes, Tom will help you, Josh.
Yeah.
Don't make some of the mistakes I've made.
I won't.
Yeah, make sure you don't marinate your turkey with glue this time.
Yeah, no.
It was rubber cement. I didn't marinate it. It just happened to get some on there from the... pan thing that I had. Now, Pat, you have a interesting Thanksgiving coming up.
Thanksgiving, with Josh.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm starting to rethink this.
You're allowed your alone time. I know you love it.
I do. So what are you going to do now?
If the turkey's if the turkey's especially salty, you might.
That's right. I basted it in my own juice.
That's right. That's what happened.
Don't you have a new Thanksgiving song?
It's called Thanksgiving 2020, you know.
Yeah.
And Missy's in the kitchen. Mom and Dad are down the hall. I'm eating in the living room, separated by a wall. We're watching some football. Why did Brady go to Tampa? And whatever you do, dear Lord, please don't sneeze on Grandpa. Thanksgiving 2020, not a lot of fun. Remember 2019, looking forward to 21. 2020 is a crap show. Stick a fork in it, it's done. Everybody's losing money except Amazon. I'm carving turkey with a mask. My brother's on a Zoom call from Dallas. Uncle Joey's talking about the stuffing, but it has to do with balance. We're trying to say grace while Dad is loudly farting. Dear God, give us a vaccine and bless you, Dolly Parton. Thanksgiving 2020 at a distance of 6 feet. Mahomes passed that roll. Someone intercept the meat. We put Grandma in the attic. The kids' table's on the lawn. But we're still a family. God bless us, everyone.
Oh, so nice.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That's
Real good.
It's a beautiful
Happy
song,
ending.
Pat.
Great song.
And it describes describes Thanksgiving 2020.
Sure does.
Certainly does. Now, we have another Thanksgiving request coming up, but we do want to return to the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom with Christy Lee.
An elementary school in France has reportedly told parents to stop throwing their kids over the gate if they're late.
Okie doke.
That caught me off guard.
The principal of the Trinidad school in Avignon said tardy parents were literally throwing their children over the school's 6-foot-tall fence after the school's gates had been locked in the morning. School staff put up a sign at the entrance that shows an adult throwing a child over a fence with the words, "Attention, danger." The sign is said to instruct parents who arrive after the 8:30 a.m. bell to come back at 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. when the gates are reopened.
Wow. Well, what are you going to do with the kids all day?
It's an hour and a half.
Well,
why are the gates shut? What the hell is this?
Lighten up. Let the kids in so they can learn.
Yeah, they close them promptly.
Could you throw a kid over a 6-foot fence?
No. Well, I'll tell you what, if I did, you know what would happen? They'd go, Daddy, do it again.
That's true. I bet they would.
On the record, Finley loves getting tossed high.
Yeah, they'd be thrilled.
Is he one of the kids you used to do that with? Throw him up in the air,
Wasn't
so
that
high,
Sam?
and clap your hands?
Absolutely.
Yeah, getting some air.
Good Lord.
Yeah, just training him for skiing.
You're a menace.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is hilarious. They've got a little sign saying, you shouldn't throw the kids, catapult them.
Yes.
You got to clear 6 feet.
Yeah?
you got to get them way up there.
Man.
Yeah, CPS should have you on speed dial. What are you doing now? What are you doing now? What are you doing to them now?
I heard that yesterday.
You heard that yesterday, did you?
I had no reason to explore what I was talking about or being told at the time.
Boy.
Now, we do have a number of tributes to Thanksgiving. And we're getting lots of requests for them, so we will continue to play them. I love Truck Stop Thanksgiving, certainly.
Who doesn't?
And this next one is a kind of involves a news story from yesterday about the peanut specials. And they announced a month or two ago that they'd been acquired by, I think it was Apple.
Yeah.
You weren't going to be able to see them on regular TV. Well, they've changed the plan. PBS will be showing the
one showing, yes.
the Thanksgiving special, and then they'll be showing the Christmas specials, et cetera, et cetera.
Good.
In case you missed it, here's a little bit part of that.
Coming to Bob and Tom Television, it's one of the nation's most beloved characters in a Thanksgiving special you won't soon forget.
Come on, try and kick the football, you blockhead.
No, I don't want to, Lucy. You're just going to move it again.
No, I won't. I promise, Charlie. Come on, give it a good old kick.
Good grief. I must be insane. Okay, here it goes.
I can't believe you fell for it again, you blockhead.
You know what, bitch? That's the last time you're going to do that.
Oh my God!
It's a Charlie Manson Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man, it's me, and I'm back.
Be sure and watch a Charlie Manson Thanksgiving. Coming to Bob and Tom Television this week.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Charlie Manson. He's not peanuts. He's just nuts.
Wow. See, finally, Charlie gets back.
Yeah.
that's the way to do it. Now, I've made this suggestion many times.
What's that?
We've still got almost a week till Thanksgiving. How about checking out some nice stuff? Maybe make Thanksgiving even more special with our friend Steven Singer. Now, you don't have to bring Steven Singer with you, but you go to Steven Singer Jewelers.
Be a fun guest, but yeah.
Certainly. But you go to IHateStevenSinger.com and perhaps get maybe a bracelet. You stick it over the turkey leg, perhaps a necklace over the other one, or put it in the mashed potatoes and have a very expensive dental bill and a lot of explaining to do. Or Steven Singer's got something very special. You can bring Krista to Thanksgiving. Krista is not another person. Krista is a beautiful engagement ring. This will take the stress and guesswork out of finding that perfect ring. Once again, you go to Steven Singer. No, you go to I Hate Steven Singer. That's right. IHateStevenSinger.com. Krista is a bright white, 100% eye flawless, near colorless, high quality, round, brilliant cut diamond, expertly set into a classic solitaire Tiffany setting. This will make it a very, very good Thanksgiving. Krista's available right now. One click will do it. Real jewelry doesn't have to be expensive, plus free shipping and 12 months interest-free financing available. Steven's showroom is open right now at IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, if you get the order in, usually before about 2 o'clock Eastern time, it'll go out that day. Steven Singer Jewelers, real jewelry, real experts for your real love. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Josh is sitting in the very special IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. It's very comfortable, except for, of course, the diamond studding on the seat part.
I'm getting used to it.
Probably should have moved that. Yeah. He takes his pants off. His ass looks like a pizza.
That's the pizza.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you. Even funnier. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have our history lesson, possibly a little bit of the shoe of the week. Doing pretty good this season. We'll find out more.
Baby.
Okay. All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Hey, you know what's going to happen tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel and bobandtom.com and the Bob and Tom Facebook page? Do you know? It's Bob and Tom Tonight. Over 20 minutes of the best of today's Bob and Tom Show. Tonight, search Bob and Tom YouTube or go to bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Now you know you were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Fashion designer Massimo Giunelli has reported to prison to begin serving his 5-month sentence for bribing his daughter's way into college. Gianoli's wife, Full House actor Lori Loughlin, is already behind bars for her role in the college admissions bribery scheme involving prominent parents and elite schools across the country. Hey, did you know Ray Charles, the Jackson 5, Bing Crosby, Helen Reddy were all guest musicians on the Carol Burnett Show? She used to have musical guests do 2 songs per show, one in a simple setting, another at the end with a big production. But when the show went into syndication, the musical numbers were cut so that they could fit into half an hour. 65 episodes have now been restored and will be seen on services like Tubi and Roku. Burnett recalls Ray Charles playing a piano player in a sketch while she played a sad drinker. She also says Charles was delighted to do it because nobody ever asked him to do anything like that. And Britain's Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip are celebrating their 73rd wedding anniversary today. For the occasion, the royal couple released a photograph of themselves opening a card from 3 of their great-grandchildren. Elizabeth was 21 when she married Royal Navy Lieutenant Philip Montauban at Westminster Abbey on November 20th, 1947. She, of course, has been queen since 1952. Happy 73rd. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I don't know if you guys are up late at night, but if you've seen this dick who's selling his own pillow.
My pillow guy, yeah.
You know they want like $100 for that dude's pillow. I've got a pillow. I should start selling my pillow. Fact remains, there's room in this world for both our pillows. Anyways, if you want one of my pillows, just call 1-800-Donnie Baker's Pillow. Really? And be real specific if you want your pillow with or without stains. My left ear is some major drainage.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. You think that you're a cut-up. We wish that you would shut up, 'cause you're not helping the show. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Your moment of enjoyment will lead to unemployment, 'cause you're not helping the show. Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you were leaving, 'cause you're not helping the show. Bring it home. No, you're not helping the show.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name.
You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard. Stop.
You have a couple.
9:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's Christy Lee. She's got an update in the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by CarX. Cloudy today early, maybe some sunshine later, high 64. Cloudy chance for showers Saturday, 50. Rainy on Sunday, 45. Still 55 degrees.
Coming up, the shoe of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget the TV show tonight, 11:30, My Indie TV 23. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm out of breath here. Let's see. I look around the room. There's Ace. There's Chick. Josh, check. This is me. Tom, check. Billy G is over there. Patty G is over there. Here. There's Christy Lee looking great in the Navy
Tom.
Federal Credit Union newsroom. Coming up, it will be the often imitated Shoe-In of the Week starring Chick McGee, brought to you by our friends at Napa Auto Parts. They've got Napa know-how. And I believe, do we have our grandmother of the week joining us on the phone? Hi, is this Granny Ann?
Yes, Granny Annie.
Oh, Granny Annie.
Granny Annie.
This is even better.
Don't leave that IE off. I earned it.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but I really like it.
Yeah, I like it.
The IE. That is a great idea. Josh didn't even get the Little Ray reference. Granny Annie, hi, this is Tom speaking. Welcome to the show.
No one likes you.
Thank you.
We have, is it correct that you are calling from Texas?
Yes, Midland, Texas.
All right.
Out in the middle of the desert.
Are you a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm guessing?
Yes, very much.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Sorry,
because
Chick.
Your adversary today is Chick McGee, a fan of the Washington Football Club, and not a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Is that correct? Correct?
Yeah. My two favorite teams, Washington and anybody playing Dallas.
Now, Granny Annie.
Laugh it up, Granny. That's right.
Yeah. Dallas is doing poorly this year since we lost Dak Prescott. So
Yeah, that's true.
Washington's doing pretty darn good.
Well, I don't know about. Let's not get ahead of ourselves there.
Now, Annie, it looks to me like your son Mike submitted your name for this
Yes.
a few minutes of torture here. Is Mike a good kid?
Oh, yes, and he's hardly a kid anymore. He's a grown man.
Well, that's nice. Oh, that's great. And but you are indeed a grandmother, which is the only requirement to do this show.
Yes,
And it sounds like
yes,
you actually.
I am indeed a grandmother.
It sounds like you actually follow football, which is also very important.
Yes,
for
I
this
follow
program.
football.
Now, are you a lifelong Texan?
Yes, pretty well. I was born an Army brat and raised around the country and world with my parents. But then when I left home, pretty well, Houston, then Midland, and that's where I've been for, say, 50 years.
Wow, all right.
Okay. Well, now, Chick McGee, do you want to explain how this works?
Well, I pick the games. I let you know, and then we listen to who you like. But we always do it against the point spread. Granny Annie, are you aware?
Okay, I'll try.
All right, you're aware of the point spread?
A little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Hang on just a second. We got to... Here we go!
That's it.
Chewing of the week. 26 and 22 on the season against the spread.
All right.
Time was I was 12 games above 500. Now, clinging to the skin of my teeth. Is that a saying?
It is.
Close.
Anyway. Okay, the Miami Dolphins traveled to the Mile High City. That's Denver. They take on the Broncos. Broncos are the home underdog. They're getting 3. Who do you like, Miami and Tua or Denver?
Denver.
Denver. Well,
yes, I like Denver. Denver will be at home in their stadium and their atmosphere.
Okay.
I think they'll do good.
all right. Well, nice try, but I like Miami minus the 3. And that's my double shot this week.
Oh, and you're
Tom.
doubling the bet. Okay, very good.
And of course, Miami has Tua Tagovailoa. I haven't, but I've blown a tuba. So I just wanted to tell everybody that's solid. Minnesota Vikings hosting your Dallas Cowboys, Granny Annie. Dallas is getting 8 in Miami. Who do you like, Dallas or the Vikings?
Oh, dear. I hate to go against my own, but I picked the Vikings.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
yeah, Dallas is having troubles this year.
No one saw this coming. I'm taking the Cowboys plus the 8.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, once again, I don't think Dallas is going to win, but I think it's going to be closer than the 8, or Jerry Jones will come down there and fire every single one of them if they don't keep it close.
He might do that.
Yeah,
and did you say this is the Vikings at Dallas? Is that correct?
Nope. Minnesota hosting Dallas.
Sorry.
Yep. Play attention. Keep up, Tom.
Well, no, because you said Miami there.
No, I said
Earlier,
Miami the game before that.
No, you said it again this time.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
No one.
Do I have to get the tape?
No one likes you. Philly at Cleveland. Let's get out of this.
Philly at Cleveland.
I don't have to interact with him.
Is there a point spread on that?
Yes, ma'am. The Eagles getting 3 in Cleveland. Who do you like, Cleveland or Philly? Now say Miami again.
No, you said
no. I'm going to go with Cleveland this time.
You're going to go Cleveland minus the 3 against the Eagles. That's right. I'm taking Cleveland minus the 3 as well. So once again, Miami minus 3, Dallas plus 8, Cleveland minus 3.
How about that?
You got it, Einstein?
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm writing it quickly.
Quick.
Now, Annie, will you be doing any of the cooking for Thanksgiving?
Yes, a bit. I'm sharing with my daughter-in-law, which is Mike's wife. Her name is Cindy.
Oh, it doesn't sound like you care for her.
I'm sharing with Cindy.
Oh, and Josh.
So I always take the easy out. I take desserts and salads, so I take the easy out.
Okay.
Right. If you just turned up your beautiful voice, the lilt just a hair, you sound kind of like Dolly Parton.
She does. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Is that right? Well, good. I'll turn it up even louder. How's that?
Oh, that's good. I love Dolly Parton.
Sweet.
Yeah, do you have big boobs, Granny?
Oh, just stop it.
Please answer him, please.
Now I've got to apologize to
I'm
Mike.
so sorry.
How about those cans?
You feel good about yourself now, Josh? See? Now look what just happened.
Well, Dolly Parton's got a larger bosom.
I meant to say this lovely lady sounds like Dolly Parton.
Okay. Well, I was just asking if
Well,
she...
thank you very much. That's a compliment. Shall I sing I Will Always Love You?
Please. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
that would cause me to lose my title.
Okay. Well,
Dolly Parton would disown me.
all right.
Never.
Now, do you have a traditional record player at your house?
No, I don't have one anymore, but I have a traditional old-fashioned boom box.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
There we go. The old blaster.
Yeah, blaster. That's right, Tom.
What's the last tape or CD that you bought? Do you remember?
Last one that I bought, let me see. Nope, don't remember.
Okay. All right.
But I got a bunch of them in there if you want me to go read some names.
Sure.
Do you know any names off the top of your head?
I'd be curious to see what your taste is in
Yes,
music.
the one of Dolly Parton, of course, as we mentioned. And I used to like a long time ago. I haven't heard much from him yet. He's probably gone, Eddie Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah. He's very, very dead, man.
Yeah, black and white
Yeah,
photos.
and there's old-timey ones that are gone. Of course, Johnny Cash. Nobody can touch him.
Indeed.
Nobody better.
So I like that country music and the older country music. I like some of the new too. Garth Brooks is top drawer, and the one if you love somebody, you should tell them in case tomorrow never comes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's Tupac.
Yeah, that's my favorite problem.
Well, Annie,
whose side you on, Tupac or Biggie?
Never really haven't done the research, but it's certainly a stunner that those fellows would have problems.
Oh yeah, I like the country music too.
Okay, well, Annie, it's been great talking to you. Please say a special hello to Mike
and his wife Cindy. We like her too.
Will Mike be doing any of the cooking on Thanksgiving?
Well, he does a lot of the helping stuff like a sous chef, but not much cooking, actually.
Ah, okay.
He may go get ice and stuff like that.
Yeah, Annie, that's called damning with faint praise. Mike, step up your game, for God's sake. Okay, thank you very much. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
All right,
I enjoyed it.
Oh,
bye.
Bye, Annie. What a sweetheart.
So sweet. And then you had to be crude and awful.
And you noticed she just totally ignored you.
Yes, the dead silence.
Yeah, I thought that was very rude of her not to answer my question.
Because we just wanted to know, big cans, what's going on?
Yeah.
This is America.
Have big cans like that. You got to expect that question.
Right.
I'm just disappointed you didn't get the IE joke. Wow.
I didn't.
No.
What would you repeat? Or after what was it?
Annie with the IE, what is it?
She said, don't take away the IE. I earned
that.
Right.
And I said, that is good to know, or something to that effect.
I'm still not getting it, yeah.
Like IE. Never mind.
IE means essentially,
means that is what it means.
Well, it does.
Literary. Crack open a book, Josh.
The Latin doesn't necessarily.
No, the boob thing, much funnier. terribly rude.
I enjoyed it.
But certainly much funnier. We have another request here. Because we've been playing some of these great Thanksgiving songs. This is certainly one of the classics from Dean and Jerry.
Whoa, I just love this time of year, don't you, Jer?
I sure do, Dino. 'Tis the season.
Check out those breasts.
I like their size.
How about those legs?
And juicy thighs.
My tongue is flapping. Oh, stop your yapping. We're eating turkey.
Yeah.
We invited our family.
They only came here 'cause dinner's free.
They really hate us.
Pass the potatoes.
We're eating turkey.
Ivan.
When we first saw that turkey, he ran around and clucked.
Gobble, gobble.
And when I pulled out that hatchet, he knew that he was
Plucked. On the wishbone. It breaks apart.
Pull on my finger, you'll smell a
Dean.
What a sensation
It's flatulation.
from eating turkey.
Medic. Somebody light a match.
I really love the white meat. It's great when you want a snack.
They say once you've tried the dark meat, you never will go back. Oh, Ivan, I ate too much. It's time to leave.
Oh, I drank too much. It's time to heave.
Look out. We've eaten our fill.
But all next week we'll be eating turkey. I'll be drinking turkey, Pally. That's wild turkey on the rocks.
By the way, Dino, how was your date last night?
Well, let's just say that I butterballed her.
You mean she was ugly like a turkey?
No, but she was a gobbler.
I hope she enjoyed the stuffing.
She lapped up the gravy, too, Pally.
Leave it alone. Keep going. No. By special request, a little bit of Dean and Jerry. Someone just sent me something.
What?
If you were listening a few minutes ago, you'll understand why this is somewhat meaningful to me and me only. It's a poster from a movie apparently from I can't tell when this was made, perhaps the 90s, maybe late 80s. It shows a fish wearing a tuxedo, holding a gun, and the movie is called, believe it or not, James Pond. So I had no idea when I went pond.
Really?
James Pond. I was referring to an actual movie.
Wow.
You hear Christy Lee giggling in the background.
Do you want to talk about the worst passwords of 2020?
Yes, I love this story. Every time these are great.
Yeah. Do you have a bad password, do you think?
Yeah, mine is 17 Oreos, exclamation point.
Okay, great.
You write that down.
A list of the 200 worst passwords of 2020 has been published by a company called NordPass. Year after year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 continues to top the list, with the company noting it was breached 23 million times alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, that's a little better.
Came in second, followed by Picture One in third, a new addition to NordPass list.
What does that mean?
Picture One? I have
Why
no
would so many
idea.
people use that? That's odd.
Yeah, I don't know why everybody's jumped on that one.
Interesting.
Others easy to crack are, of course, the word password or all ones.
Right.
$1,000,002. I love you. Aaron 431. Why is that a big one?
Is it AAR or
AARON 431.
Is that easy to type, maybe?
Must be. And SENHA. Senha?
Okay, that must be some code because that's not particularly easy to type. I don't know why that would be in there.
According to Gizmodo, passwords that are easy to memorize are similarly easy to breach, leaving your data vulnerable. To help protect your data, the site recommends the use of a password manager. Some examples include LastPass or 1Password or Apple's iCloud keychain. Password manager NordPass has compiled this list. I have the top 20 here.
I hate LastPass because this is not a joke. I forgot my password to LastPass.
Sounds like a Saturday Night Live skit.
I know, and I could not access, and it was impossible to get my password from them.
Oh, no.
They can go to hell.
See, that's my big fear.
Wait, that's your fault.
Yes, I know. They're a fine company. I just couldn't.
But I don't understand. Why would Senha be way up there?
I don't know.
Is that someone must know what that means that I'm missing?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure these out too. I can't find it.
Senha's number 10 on the list.
Could be some sort of karate noise.
And I don't understand who can use all these passwords with just numbers. Don't you have to have letters, upper, lower, blah, 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 blah.
Special character, like exclamation point.
And do you have the places where you got it? Do you have any of the ones you got to change it every month?
Ugh.
I use the suggested passwords now. I don't know what any of my passwords are.
Yeah, and then you go to a different computer and you don't know what they are. I just tried to do that.
You got to sign in. They send you an email, and then you got to do it again.
Dang it.
A lot of passwords. I'm running out of those sticky notes.
Put them on.
Yeah. Oh, like everybody doesn't.
That should be your password. Post-it note.
I was wondering why your password, Dad. I was wondering while it was milk, bread, tomatoes, but that must have been when you're shopping.
Oh, sure.
Actually, now I'm using the name of that kid for Elon. What's his name? Elon Musk and what's her face? Grimes.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you see that story yesterday?
Now what?
She had a rave for her 6-month-old.
A rave.
What?
Oh my God!
Somebody take
she
that kid
lit
away.
the bathroom.
I thought you had said a grave.
No, a rave.
A lot of pacifiers.
It was ridiculous.
You're right.
Elon's taking a calculator and taking 1 billion and dividing it in half.
Yeah.
Does he have the vid? Did I read that he had come down with COVID?
Oh, I don't know. You may have read it. It doesn't mean it's.
That's true. He may have tested positive and not had it, but whatever.
Actually,
check your passwords, I guess, is what we're trying to tell you.
I'm going to change mine today, so I don't mind telling you guys what it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what is it?
Alan Ludden.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good joke.
You and Betty White.
Is that your real password?
That's who got that joke. Him and Betty White.
They had such a love story.
There used to be a TV show called Password, hosted by Alan Ludden.
And he was married to Betty White.
Fun.
So it's kind of an obscure password.
Sure.
I'll have to take it off my computer.
I
right
love
now,
that show. And the password is.
Oh.
They would whisper it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a good show, especially when the password was just filthy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't remember it being filthy.
You don't?
A lot of Latin words. You know.
That was Match Game. That one was filthy.
Now, I want to remind you that our friends at Harry's Razors are keeping up with the times. What am I talking about? I'm talking about metallurgy. Most of us don't really get metallurgy monthly and pay much attention to what's happening in the world of metal.
Metals?
But, in the world of steel, steel technology now allows for even sharper blades. Harry's all over this. Harry's Razors now sharper than ever in a new test. Eighth shave, judged by the folks there, as good as the first shave. So what are we talking about? Well, Harry's upped the scale on the blades and the sharpness, but they didn't up the price. Still about as low as $2 each. Harry's wants you to try their razors. They're great. And how about this? For $3, you get the Harry's kit delivered to your door, and that's it. Free shipping. How about that? You just have to use the code Bob and Tom when you get to Harry's.com. I'm talking about the great package just for Bob and Tom show listeners. It's the trial set for $3 plus free shipping with the code Bob and Tom at Harry's.com. The great 5-blade razor, the beautifully designed, ergonomically perfect weighted handle, foaming shave gel, travel cover for $3. Then the shipping is how much, Josh?
It's free.
It's $3. This is how much Harry's wants you to try their razors. Remember, it's the new special Sharper Steel. Use the code Bob and Tom when you go to Harry's.com. That's Harry's.com. It's my favorite razor. Had a great shave with Harry's this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Use the orange handle one.
Sure.
Well, I have the gray handle too, but I like the orange. It's easier to see in the steamy shower. I used the code Bob and Tom when I checked out at Harry's.com. When we come back, it's time to do a little bit of learning for you. And we have that and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check out the Bob and Tom Show app and let your voice be heard. Our contact info is right there.
Folks, boom, it's me, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, don't forget, if you missed today's show or you want to hear it again, we'll have a replay for you beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern right here at Bob and Tom 24/7. It's their all-day replay hosted by our friend Christopher. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we'll be right back with things we learned on today's Bob and Tom Show right after this. Stay tuned.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Russell Wilson rebounded from his worst performance of the season to throw for 2 touchdowns, and the Seattle Seahawks move back on top of the NFC West, a 28-21 win over the Arizona Cardinals in Seattle. Wilson was perfect, erasing the mistakes from the past 4 weeks. Seattle dropped 3 of their 4, including losses in the past 2 weeks to Buffalo and the Rams. For a few days, Seattle will be back on top alone until the Rams play on Monday night against Tampa Bay. NBA news, a person familiar with the situation says Boston Celtics forward Gordon Hayward has opted out of the final year of a contract that would have paid him $34.1 million, making him a free agent. The person spoke on the condition of anonymity because the decision has not been publicly announced. Hayward could still re-sign with the Celtics, either to remain in Boston or be part of a sign-and-trade deal. And in college football, Lou Holtz, legendary coach, has tested positive for the coronavirus. He's 83 and confirmed the test yesterday to Columbia television station WOLO. Holtz led Notre Dame to the 1988 national title. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, hang tight, this guy hag wants something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I've had my mask on the entire time. You said in the announcement that masks had to be worn until we land. Well, we just landed, Buttercup. Do you know who I am? Oh. No, you will not escort me off this plane. I will on board when I'm ready. Sir, mind your own business. This is between me and the Sky Karen. Oh, I'm supposed to be afraid because you flashed a badge. Air marshal my ass. I will not put my head behind my back. I am not resisting.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Speaking of Kennedy.
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr.
Why do you think they call us Skippy Little Suit of Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Well, lucky to be. Yeah, it was Ted Kennedy. He was on the plane. And he was in first class. I was in the back,
sure.
with the degenerates. But what a great name to be born. Kennedy or Rockefeller or something like that. My luck if I was born in money, my last name would be Massengale. My dad, the big douche baron. The douche baron. Everywhere you go, you got waiters making fun. You want oil and vinegar? Shut up and bring it. My dad, the big douche baron.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
There's a trend that I've been noticing in watching the news that who are these people that protest death row inmates when the prisoner wants
9:45 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
A lot of cool stuff to do. I keep telling you about it. Hope you remembered the Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Very cool. A lot of great light displays out there trying to get you in the spirit this odd year that we're living. Also, we've got our TV show. Tonight it'll be on at 11:30. Tomorrow at midnight, I'm talking about the show called Bob and Tom Tonight. You'll find it on MyIndyTV 23. So if you get a chance, check it out. Speaking of checking things out, the Colts this weekend hosting the Packers.
The Green Bay Packers.
And the Colts are the favorite. Let's go Colts. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, Josh, check. Ace, check. Willie, check. Christy, check.
Yo.
That sounds like a fun thing to do.
Christy, check.
Christy, check. Cup, check. Hands in the air. Christy, check.
Boogie, check.
Oh, God. Remember the Boogie check?
Sure.
He was Pat Godwin's over there. There's Will. You know what the Boogie check was, Willie?
The Boogie check. It's a guy that likes to dance, boogie, and he's from Czechoslovakia. Boogie check.
It's certainly a valid answer, but
great
wrong.
guess.
You check your nose for any, is that what it is?
That would also be a valid answer. A boogie check, yeah, no. The nighttime DJ would take phone calls, boogie check.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you would tell him where you were having your party.
Okay.
Not just any nighttime DJ. My hero, John Landecker, WLS in Chicago.
Having your party.
He was
a good man.
Check. Yes. Oh, that was a thing back
John? Yeah, I don't like your tone. Click. Was the best.
Now, I think it's time for us to have a little bit of our history lesson, if you don't mind.
Is that right?
Yes.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
Going way back.
How far?
To 1820.
Yeah.
Famous day in history, of course. An American vessel was actually sunk. You know which one it was? Anybody?
Lusitania.
Ironsides.
No.
The Bismarck.
The Essex.
The Essex.
Hailing from Nantucket.
Nobody's heard of the Essex.
There was a guy from Nantucket.
Very good.
It was
Hey,
so
kids.
long, he could.
No, the Essex is what inspired the book Moby Dick.
Really?
Yeah.
It was attacked by an 80-ton sperm whale.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Came all over.
Big Melville guy.
Oh, it scattered semen everywhere.
That's a pretty rough story there.
Yeah.
All right.
The real. So you remember the Essex?
Yeah, of course.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I read In the Heart of the Ocean.
I did.
Or something like that, yeah.
In the Ocean of the Heart?
The Heart of the Darkness.
I've been meaning to learn how to read. I just can't crack it.
Show off like Josh.
Show off.
In 1982, 7-year-old Drew Barrymore hosted Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
High as a kite.
Considered by some to be the worst episode ever. I think that's not fair. She was just a kid.
Yeah, what do you want? And she probably was being fed a bunch of booze and stuff.
Oh, God, yeah. Pills, whatever.
Yeah.
God
That
love
was
her.
very rare for the the kid to have to bring the cocaine to the SNL stage.
Yeah.
Birthdays, Richard Dawson, the famous kisser on
Never liked
Family Feud. Oh, I thought he was great.
You didn't like him in Running Man?
Not even on Hogan's. Well,
he's real good in Running Man.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, but you're supposed to hate him. So
Yes.
It comes in handy.
The great Joe Walsh. Happy birthday, Joe Walsh, born in 1947.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Oh, he's the best. Bo Derek, 1956.
Played football and baseball. Isn't that amazing?
Great guitar player, too. I heard that now he's into bow shooting, hunting.
Oh, wow.
Does it all. Natural athlete.
I have one.
You don't know Bo?
You have a birthday?
Not a birthday, but a date in history. On this date, November 20th, 1947, Britain's Queen Elizabeth married Prince Philip. It's their 73rd wedding anniversary today.
Wow.
And they've had sex 4 times.
Shall we? No,
No,
not today.
no.
Elizabeth, most
Boy,
recently.
I'm watching the new season of The Crown.
And?
Boy,
I am
it's
too.
worth a visit, man. It's very good.
And yes, it is Mountbatten. I'm sorry I pronounced it wrong on the feed this morning.
Very
so
good.
I apologize.
Would you say Mount Button?
No, I don't know, but it was early and I hadn't had coffee yet, so screw me.
That's all right. All right. Line up again.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Line up again.
Jesus.
After last week, Ace, you're
God.
last.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I want to feel something this time.
Insane jokes.
Stretch them all out.
Insane.
Wow.
So sorry.
We all need to
Insane
relax.
stuff.
We all need to relax.
It's the last break of the last day.
Don't give.
We say
Don't give Prince Philip the keys to the Range Rover.
sayonara.
Yeah, don't.
He keeps flipping it over. Okay. Happy birthday, Joel McHale, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, good man.
Seahawk fan.
Community. Happy birthday, Dierks Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
Good singer.
Great country music.
Well, the
star.
Dierks Bentley is the pickup truck from the Bentley people.
Dirks. It's Dirks Bentley.
Dirks. Who else is named Dirks?
Dirks.
I said
Not
Dirks.
Dirks. You said
Whatever.
Dirks.
This guy's got an album called The Modern Drifter. He owns like 6 houses.
Good for him.
Saying a little bit of a poser. Okay, time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Things we learned. Grainger, delivering the products that keep your facility running is what the people at Grainger do best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones that get it done.
Happy retirement, Matt Kirby. Special song for you coming up on Monday, by the way. Let's see, we learned that Ace's book, Unreasonable Confidence, has been number 1 for 5 weeks on the bestseller
New York Times
list.
bestseller.
Yeah,
I don't see it going anywhere.
Beating out the president.
yeah, so ahead of Barack Obama's book.
Yes, that's right.
The audacity of Ace.
Let's see. Josh is incredibly nervous about making his turkey for Thanksgiving. Any tips for Josh, please send them. We'll be reading them throughout the week.
Don't say that.
There's a possible rumor that Godwin may be coming over for a turkey sandwich later in the day. Christy, not only does she have a new location in the Florida room, she has a new attitude.
I sure do.
She's
I have a new attitude.
very happy. Okay, now,
My God.
we found out that when, I'm not sure how this came up, when Chick does what he does with the salmon is moved by him. I can't even read that. Pat has a new song called Grandma's Got a Dry Bird, taught to you by your grandpa. By your grandpa. That was really lovely.
Essentially just Beaver's Gone Bad.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
That's a redo.
Damn near same tune.
Before these damn things a day.
Josh had the audacity to complain about a password service that would give you one password for the password service. Then they put passwords on all your stuff, so you don't have to remember. You only have to remember one password, which you forgot, and then blamed them.
That's right. They're doing something wrong.
And apparently, I'm going to give Tom a gift for the weekend. I did say Miami instead of Minnesota during the show, and you were right. Very
sorry.
right.
Well, I was trying to write it down quickly. I got
50 tweets saying how much they love you and hate me. I appreciate all of you, except him. I mean, Tom.
Chick announced also that neither Christy nor Ace nor yours truly are allowed to participate in the shoe-in of the week.
Yep.
And the Pope is on Instagram, which is weird. And the best story of the year, the Ponzi scheme with the white-collar criminal, very cool, super scuba scooter escape attempt. It failed.
Yeah.
And he's currently, he was in Lake Shasta.
And what is he known as?
Well, currently he's getting Shasta in the can.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, by a cellmate. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.